Still no main event for Madison Square Garden.
I know. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Yeah, no main event for Madison Square Garden so far. The rumors were John Jones and Gustafsson, but I don't know. I don't know why that hasn't materialized.
Are they just waiting to announce it till after the whole Conor Khabib thing?
Why would they do that? I think if they announce something, it's got to be this weekend. I mean, what isn't it, November 3rd or something?
It's soon.
So it's a month.
Super soon.
Literally a month. Today's the 3rd, right? 2nd? Today's the 2nd.
Today's the 2nd.
Yeah. Fuck, man. That ain't good.
Yeah, maybe they just don't want to steal any shine from the Conor Khabib fight.
I don't think so.
I don't know,
think
man.
they just don't have a card yet.
I think they were banking on Jones to fill that main event, but it's been tricky to fill that slot. But also, why not have, if you're going to do this, why not announce Nate Diaz Dustin Poirier as your main event? That's a great main event. I can ride with that.
Look
why
at the
not
main
do that
event,
and then announce John Jones and Gus Finn or John Jones and Kane if you want to.
But the main event is to be announced versus to be determined. That's the weirdest main event I've ever seen. I've never seen a fucking pay-per-view a month out that says to be announced versus to be determined in the main event.
Does that mean they have somebody booked and then they're not an opponent for him and they're not announcing it? Or is it just like decided to just be funny and write both versions?
That's a very good point, Jamie.
That's a good point, Jamie.
That's a very good point.
I would say they have no idea.
I think you just nailed it.
Maybe.
I think they have a guy that they want to fight another guy. I'd heard, actually I heard from you. Damn, bro. They were trying to do John Jones versus Kane.
That was the rumor mill that I got. Little birdie told me.
Yeah, that would be, I'm all over that.
I would be all over that.
Be
This
all over
card's
that.
actually better than this weekend's card.
Stylebender's fighting Derrick Brunson.
That's a great fight.
The sleeper. That's the sleeper on that card right there.
We got Luke Rockhold, Chris Weidman, too.
Ooh, that's a good fight, too.
Jacare, David Branch ain't
Where is
terrible
Rockhold
either.
Weidman on there?
They're at the bottom middle.
What?
They're not in order yet.
Oh.
No.
What?
This
What are they
thing's
doing?
all over the
It's like
place.
a puzzle?
The guy who runs the UFC website took the month off.
Rockhold versus Weidman. Very interesting. Listen, Gegard Mousasi was that guy is the fucking sleeper of the 185-pound division. The fact that he went over to Bellator, very fucking fascinating to me. He just wrecked Rory McDonald.
Completely wrecked him. It's tough to watch.
Roy should not be fighting at 185 pounds, especially against a guy who's fought at 205. He's held titles at 205.
Agree, and especially a guy in Gegard Mousasi who's just as talented, just as skilled. So when
Maybe
you go,
better.
Might be better in some other aspects.
Yeah.
Then when you go skill for skill, then size comes into play, and you saw how that pans out.
Bert Kreischer says Mousasi has a giant dick.
How would he know?
He was in a sauna next to him.
Oh, that makes sense, though. You know what?
It's a giant
Mousasi
hog.
has that big dick energy. he just carries himself like a straight badass, doesn't he?
He does.
Like nothing really gets him going. You know why? Because he's a giant dick.
Giant dick.
You know what? Bert's probably right on this.
Makes sense.
God, this makes sense. You're brilliant, Bert Kreischer.
Well, he saw it. I mean, it's not even like he figured it out. I mean, he's got like eyewitness.
He's seen that
He's
thing.
there. He's in the room.
Nothing's ever made more sense than that.
He's a hot cedar box with a big old sweaty dick.
Dude, that Gegard Amsterdam dick. Everyone's like, how come he doesn't get more emotional? Because he has the fattest dick in the world.
He swore it was bigger than his fucking water bottle.
Oh,
I go,
believe that.
fatter than the water bottle. He goes, dude, I'm telling you, it was giant. I'm like, wow. All right.
That makes sense, man.
It does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but Gegard Mousasi, now Bellator's an interesting kind of predicament because they have that welterweight tournament going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have your champ who's going to enter the tournament as the title holder. In the first round, supposed to fight John Fitch, who isn't an easy fight, but he's just coming off a loss and got destroyed. And also, it looks like he had some nose damage, which was his issue before.
Yeah, his nose had been fucked up for a long time. And, he decided to take a whole year off just to try to fix his nose, just to try to let it heal.
That's serious.
Yeah. Whole year off. I mean, think about it. That was like part of the delay in his initial fight in Bellator, was that he left the UFC. His nose got smashed in the Robbie Lawler fight. I mean, that was hard to watch. Remember when he was in agony on the ground because his nose was just shattered?
Yeah, he said every time he get hit, it just go white like sparks. He couldn't see anything.
Oof. It was a bad injury, man.
Then he said, there he is. One of the best fights of all time, by the way.
One of the greatest
One of the
fights,
greatest
for
fights.
sure.
He earned that shit.
Yeah.
But now, With Rory, you know what's sad too, and it's happened to me. It's happened to some other fighters, I'm sure. But Rory goes, I just didn't feel like fighting. I wasn't in the zone. Just didn't feel like fighting Gegard Mousasi that night. And knowing Gegard, you know, Mousasi, who he doesn't get enough recognition how good that he is.
No,
he's an absolute monster.
You got to think about all the guys that he's beaten. Oh, he's on like a 6 or 7 fight win streak, which includes Chris Weidman, Vitor Belfort, Talis Latis. Who's the guy in Bellator, the former champion? Shlemenko?
I always call him. I want to call him Shevchenko, but that's fucked up. That's the girl.
That's
but Shlemenko or something like that.
Yeah.
No, he's an absolute nightmare.
He's a monster. Yeah.
He's a monster. I'm surprised the UFC let him go. Now, when I say let him go, it just didn't match his contract, you know, because Bellator probably offered more, and they're like, we're good.
Yeah.
The UFC could use him right now at
They
185.
certainly could. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like they had Yoel Romero. They've got Robert Whittaker, who's the champ. They've got so much going on at 185, but Gegard might be the best. I mean, he's certainly in the running. If you looked at it objectively, it's entirely possible. If he's not number 1, he's number 2.
Top 3 easily.
Number 3, yeah.
But also,
I mean,
you look at his fight, if him and Robert Whittaker were to fight, that's not an easy pick-em fight.
No.
Like, you'd be like, damn, that's a fucking fight.
You might favor Gegard. You don't know.
For how big and long he is in his grappling.
Listen, Robert Whittaker is a monster. He's phenomenal.
My favorite
he's phenomenal.
85er.
But so is Mousasi. And Mousasi has a full game, man. His ground game is phenomenal.
And the biggest dick in the division.
Giant dick.
That has to be taken into consideration for all this.
Might be Yoel's. I bet it's bigger.
No way.
I bet it's
no,
bigger.
bro. He doesn't carry
bet
that
it's
energy.
bigger.
He's too aggressive.
What?
Yeah, when you're that aggressive, you don't have that fat of
There's
a dick.
no way he looks like that and doesn't have a big dick.
I don't know, dude. You see,
That
Batman.
kind of build?
Batman the comic drew a dick, and that's Batman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Batman has a dick now. The new comic, there's like this new kind of X-rated Batman they're coming out with, and they show Batman's dick. That's how I pictured.
This isn't even
Romero.
This is nonsense. These are millennials.
This is nonsense.
These are fucking millennials that think they're going to rewrite history. They're making Iron Man a woman. They're crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
These people are out of their fucking mind. Captain America's now a woman. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, man.
Iron Man's probably gay. There's a weird revolution right now in comics because they're trying to sort of social justice warrior up all the comedy, all the comic books. What's going on? What are you laughing at? It is true.
It is true. Hulk Hogan's.
Look at this. DC Comics sorry for showing everyone Batman's penis.
That's Yoel Romero, bro.
Yeah,
now, it's good
but
size.
that's not real. That's not real. See, that's a comic book, and it's a comic book that's, by the way, was created in let's just take a guess when Batman was created. I'm going to guess 1940. When do you think?
Super old school, 1940, 1950s, probably
you can't
50s.
rewrite Batman's dick in 2018.
Also, think about the guy drawing it.
Yeah.
Probably didn't have the biggest dick.
Probably his tiny little dick.
And just mad.
Yeah,
but
mad.
maybe he thought that was massive.
Probably thought it was the biggest dick he's ever seen.
Yeah.
Probably scared to watch porn.
And then got backlash. He's like, "What
Yeah.
the fuck? I thought this was a big cock." And was like, "No, dude,
not for Batman.
it's Batman, you prick."
Yeah, Batman's the weirdest superhero ever because he's basically just a rich guy.
No, he's Elon Musk on steroids and can fight. He's
But with
Elon Musk.
Yeah, basically.
That's what he is.
with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no special
Yeah.
skills.
Well, he knows how to fight,
Yeah,
but he doesn't have any superpower.
there's nothing. He's just a rich dude.
That's why I got angry at that Batman versus Superman movie.
Oh,
I'm like,
dude.
bitch, Superman would. First of all, he moves so fast he can make the Earth spin backwards in reverse time.
Dude, he has lasers in his eyes. For God, there's no fight.
But they're like, but Batman made a suit out of kryptonite. Superman would
I don't know
fuck
how
him
we
up
got
before he
it.
even got the suit on.
Yeah, it's not even a fight.
How's Lex Luthor a valiant adversary for him then?
It's not.
Okay, well,
He just is bored.
He's bored.
Keeps that dude around like a side piece. He just wants to have some fun.
Dude,
He's like, let this guy pretend he's kicking my ass.
Venom drops this weekend.
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
You know what? Maybe I'm just a Debbie Downer, but I don't know. It looks all right to me. And I love Tom Hardy too.
What Venom is like an evil Spider-Man? Like, what is that?
He's like Spider-Man's alien.
It's an alien?
Yeah, it's an alien element that grabs someone's
it's
body.
the alien that merges with his body.
Yeah, and he's evil. I don't know.
Fucking
dude.
kids today.
I know. I know, man. I know.
I mean, I guess it's better than remaking the Hulk for the 98th time.
I'll take it.
I mean, how many Spider-Mans are there now? There's like 80 Spider-Mans. Whenever Spider-Man starts making some money, they go like, nah, playa. We
need a new one, bro. We got a new one. Tobey Maguire's my Spider-Man.
Yeah,
If your Spider-Man's anyone else, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
That's the real Spider-Man.
Hell yeah.
It's like they had 2 new ones since him, right? What isn't it
Yeah.
been 2? One guy that never even got any traction.
Tom Holland.
Who the fuck's Tom Holland? Sorry, Tom.
They wanted to
I'm
make-
sure you're wonderful.
They wanted to make Donald Glover Spider-Man.
They just, I think he's the voice in this cartoon they just announced today. This comes out this.
Into the Spider-Verse gets stunning new trailer ahead of New York Comic-Con.
This comes out.
I was talking to Chris Pratt about Comic-Con.
What'd he say?
You know, because he's got to go there for Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy.
dude, he's probably like, what the fuck?
He's like, he goes, I'm in the middle of this place, and I just said to myself, I don't belong here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't belong here.
It's a different vibe.
He is the nicest guy.
He goes to a bunch of UFC events, yeah?
Yeah, he's been to one. There's only one.
Is that where you talked to him at?
Yeah. He came hunting with us in Utah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
He's
cool.
the fucking nicest guy. Like, so normal
Good.
around everybody.
Good hunter?
Yeah. Real good. Good archer. Yeah.
People forget he started off as a comedian actor. Like he was,
Yes.
he was like the funny guy.
What was that show he was on? The Office?
Parks and Rec.
Parks
and Rec, yeah. He was like the funny
he was
guy.
pudgy
Yeah.
back then. Now he's all jacked.
Isn't it weird? Someone was like, dude, you're gonna be the next action hero. He's like, what? Here's a boatload of steroids. Do that.
I don't even think it was that. I think he just lost the weight, and everybody went, oh, you know, he was a wrestler in high school and college.
Was he really
Yeah.
in college?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Good wrestler. He took. I can't
You know,
tell
I saw him wrestling with Nogueira.
Yeah.
He actually looked pretty good.
Who's wrestling with Nogueira?
Yeah, there's a video of him wrestling the
Just playing
Nogueira
around?
brothers. Yeah, and I was like, damn, that dude knows what he's doing.
Oh, he
I
knows how
had
to
no
wrestle.
idea he was a, wrestling in high
He
school.
bought a farm in like outside of Seattle, and raises animals, and actually has like a farm,
Yeah,
like
damn.
a real. I think the way they call just like very humane, ethical treatment of the animals. Like the animals are all like super adjusted to human beings, and then when they whack them, they just take them into a room and put one in their brain.
And he does it, or this is just his
Yeah,
career?
it's him and Nogueira.
Yeah, look at this. But I had no idea. I just thought he was a normal actor. Like
No,
most
man.
time when you watch actors, like look at this bullshit.
Yeah, no,
But
he
you
knows
look at
how
his
to wrestle.
setup, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he knows how to wrestle. He wrestled in college and in high school.
Well, if he's feeling frisky, the UFC's looking for fighters these days. I don't know what he's looking to
Good
do.
luck paying that guy. That guy's making $20 million a movie. How the fuck are you going to pay him for that?
We'll figure it out.
That's Star-Lord, bro.
I know. Come up with your own whiskey, bro.
Who's someone else besides Star-Lord, too. What else? What other movies does he do?
He's Garnet Galaxy.
Jurassic Park.
That's
Oh,
right.
dude.
Jurassic Park, too.
He's the dinosaur
Come on,
wrangler,
man.
bro.
He's the dinosaur wrangler, Jurassic Park.
He
and
speaks
he's
to the
Star-Lord.
Raptors.
Raptors.
Yeah. And here's the thing. He came in like, there was already Jurassic Park before. And he came in with the new Jurassic
With
Park.
the hotness.
With no hiccups.
Zero.
No one was like, bullshit with this new Jurassic Park. There was none of
It
that.
got better.
Yeah, it got better.
Well, the animation got better, too.
The animation
The
got way
dinosaurs
better.
got super legit. I haven't seen the
Yeah.
newest one, though.
It's fucking badass.
Is it good?
Yeah, loved it. Loved it. Freaked my kid out, though.
I'd
Little
like to
one
see
had to
it.
bury her head in my armpit during
Really?
some of the scenes. Yeah, those fucking things are
Those
scary as
things
shit.
look legit.
They look real.
They're they're redoing the Jurassic Park ride at Universal.
They're redoing it?
They're-
Yeah, they should. It's
they're-
whack as fuck.
Yeah, now it's just that T-Rex like,
terrible.
no. The guy I heard an interview. The guy was like, no, we're redoing it with all the new dinosaurs, everything.
Yeah, there's some good shit at Universal, and then there's some stuff that you're like, what?
Old school.
Well, you know what's badass? The Harry Potter ride. Have you taken little man to the Harry
No,
Potter ride?
He's not big enough still. He's only 2.5.
That's right. I think you have to be like 40 inches or some shit. But the Jurassic Park ride is whack. You know what's great? The Simpsons.
Simpsons is dope. I've done
It's
Simpsons.
hilarious.
Simpsons great.
That's a great ride.
Dude, as a grown-ass man, I got a babysitter for my kid, and me and my girl went to Six Flags.
Oh, dude, Six Flags is badass.
So much fun.
You know what's surprisingly good? Knott's Berry Farms.
It's very old school, a little vintage.
Some of the fucking rides are amazing.
To me, they're
When did you go?
a little suspect. Like a year ago, like the
Suspect like they might break.
Yeah, like the wood roller coaster. I'm like, really? It's
on
all
that one.
and it's like rattling. You're like, when's the last time someone checked this goddamn
I
thing?
didn't go on that one, but I went on one where you're sitting in your seat like this, right? And then you go like this. Clink. You go straight up.
Yeah.
So your back, like if you fell, you would fall right on your
Oh,
back.
it's over.
and then you get to the top and you pause, and then they turn you like this, and then it's
That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun.
It was the best roller coasters I've ever been on.
Knott's is I have skeptical hippo eyes because when you get there, their whole theme is Charlie Brown. It's like, who the fuck's watching Charlie Brown these days? Everyone else, there's Spider-Man, Marvel, you got
Right.
Disney with Mickey, they got Charlie Brown. My kid's like, who the fuck
I
is
didn't
Charlie
even notice
Brown?
Charlie Brown. It was all like there's a Wild West theme area.
Oh, it's random as shit
There's a
at
bunch
Knott's
of
Bay.
random
Yeah.
weird things.
But their main slogan is Charlie Brown.
Well, we had a good time. Me and the family had a good time,
man.
You know what? I'll tell you what, though. Overall best ride I've ever been on, 100%, is Disney World. Not the Jurassic Park, the Avatar ride. The Avatar
Oh, wow.
ride in Orlando.
All right.
It's called Flights of Passage, I think it is. Dude, beyond the greatest ride ever. It's all virtual reality. You climb into like a chair, like you're on a motorcycle that pushes against your back, and you settle into this thing, and then you put these goggles on, like this headset thing on, and you're in full virtual reality, and this is it. And this is the one where you're on the boat. There's 2 actual Avatar rides. This one's pretty dope too.
That looks legit. That looks like Avatar World.
Yeah, that was pretty dope too. That one, you're on a boat like Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, this is it.
I like the boat.
The boat's pretty badass. But this one, you're flying in full virtual reality while you're riding on the back of one of those dragon things.
I mean, I've seen better graphics, son, but
No. You're just not
This
getting
isn't doing it.
No,
Okay.
when you're
Film
there.
their screen and just
Oh,
put it on
word.
YouTube.
Yeah.
It
And
sounds
if they
nice,
film
though.
their screen, they're not even filming their screen in 3D, right?
No,
so
not
he's
at
just
all.
using his cell phone. That's why it looks all blurry.
is the line long as shit?
Long as shit.
Yeah.
And then while you're doing it, like you get breezes in your face and you
sounds
smell
nice.
things. It's fucking incredible, man. It feels real. It's the best ride I've ever been on, by far. Like I've been on some dope rides. That's numero uno with a bullet,
By far.
by far.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I did it 2 times in a row.
Dude, I'm a sucker for I'm old school. I like the Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion's
It's one of
badass.
the old school ones, man. And then they put in what is it? Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yes.
Big Jack.
Yeah, right around
I love it,
Halloween
man.
time. Yeah.
I love Halloween. Love it.
Yeah. Have you taken him to Disneyland yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Season pass.
Oh, it's the shit,
Sometimes
right?
I feel like he's getting spoiled because, when I'm working, my girl will take him and her friends and they go. He's going, when he's not in school, he's in school now, but 2 times a week. You know
To
what I'm saying?
Disneyland?
Oh, yeah. They go just to chill. The little
pretty
dude's
crazy.
screwed when he gets older.
I know. That is
so
crazy.
spoiled. It was such a big deal when I was a kid. It was such a big deal.
Didn't you go with Joey Diaz and Joey's family? Did you go with Joey and
No,
Joey's
that was
family?
Eddie.
Oh, that's right. Eddie went. Yeah, that's got to be a trip. Yeah,
Be fun.
It's Disneyland when you have kids becomes a totally different thing.
It's a special place.
Yeah, I was like before I had kids, I was like, I'm not going to fucking
I know.
Disneyland. Like if I was 20 and someone said, "Hey man, you want to go to Disneyland?" I'd be like, "Why? What are we gonna do? We're gonna ride a roller coaster and wait for an hour and a half?"
Split a funnel cake and suck
Yeah.
each other off. What's wrong with you, man?
And those what are those fucking the ones, the brown sugar churros?
Oh, dude, I love
Those-
a nice churro.
God damn, those are hard to pass up.
God
the smell.
Dude,
when
you
you
can't
walk
be on
by
a diet
them,
and go to Disneyland.
It's hard.
The almonds they have, the cinnamon almonds.
They get
They
you,
have
bro.
almonds?
Oh yeah, roasted almonds.
The churros do?
No, not in the
Oh, they
churro, but
do.
like the
The
stands are all over
machines,
the place.
yeah, they have like the candied almonds.
No, they have one thing that's guilt free though. That big old turkey leg. That smoked
That
turkey
thing
leg.
makes me feel sick when I see just these enormous people just chowing down, and then the meat's all pink in the middle for whatever reason.
Well, it's smoked.
Is everyone out of shape at Disneyland?
They're
It's a
just
weird
not out of
vibe.
shape. They're ambulatory.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. There's more people that can't walk. They're just on scooters because they got so big, their body just stopped moving.
God.
Yeah.
It's a strange vibe there. You can't be on a diet and go to amusement park.
You got to accept that you're going to fuck off that day.
For sure.
That's a fuck off day. That's like, we're going to get some ice cream. I'm going to drink a regular soda. Ugh. Ugh.
Dude, I'll tell you where else you can't be on a diet. Chicago. I was there a few weeks ago. I went, fuck it.
Did you go to Illuminati's?
I ate every pizza. And I apologized to every crowd beforehand.
That is not a pizza. That is a goddamn casserole.
It is a straight. It's a casserole. It's a lasagna. It's a pie.
It's a pie.
It's a pie.
Yeah.
Dude, I felt so sick after them. But it was so nice going down. I felt so sick.
That's a weird sacrifice, right? You decide, I'm going to be sick for a few hours for just a few seconds of mouth pleasure.
Yeah, and like again, I apologize to the crowds. I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this, man. This is this. It's like a fighter missing weight. Like it's such an asshole move. My face is all swollen from the sodium.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. Which one was that?
That was at the place where it's the famous place, the Grinder, the Grinder where it comes in a bowl, and it's where
Grinder is a gay
that's a
dating
gay
app.
site, yeah, but it's also a delicious pizza. Chicago pizza
Grinder
oven grinder.
I wonder if they're bummed out that Grinder is all
It's all
sucking dicks
motherfucker.
and butt fucking.
I know you thought you were gonna get a deep dish and a blowjob.
Here's
or
your
some
deep
shit.
dish, bitch.
But it's that same place where Al Capone and his men staked out before they did the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Really?
So it's like a historic place. Yeah.
Oh, so it's old as fuck.
2-hour wait.
Whoa.
2-hour wait.
You waited 2 hours for food.
2-hour
It's a
wait.
2-hour wait.
It's a 2-hour wait.
Wow.
I put my name and strolled around.
Oh, good move.
I know.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. There's no freebies there. I don't give a fuck. Who you are.
Whew, that's a lot of food, man. They don't fuck around. People get cold. That's the thing. If you live in a place where people get cold, like Boston or Chicago, people get thick.
Do you think this? Yeah.
They
it's
get
tough.
thick.
It's tough to work out in the cold, man.
No, well, not just that. It insulates you.
Oh, that makes sense.
If you want to live in a
You don't
place
want to
like,
be shredded.
you don't want to be shredded near that water. I know. The wind comes off that lake. Oh,
Makes sense.
You ever been to Chicago in January?
Yes.
Woo!
Miserable.
Cold as fuck.
Not my cup of tea.
It's a great place to perform, though.
Yeah. Love
Audiences
Chicago.
are amazing.
Amazing.
They're just fun. They're fun people. You know what they are? They're a unique combination of like the Midwest and a giant city. Same as Toronto. Toronto's like that
Love
too.
Toronto.
But it's the same kind of vibe. It's a weird combination of like really nice, almost small town people that live in a giant urban city.
And Toronto's a melting pot. It is just like, to me,
Yes.
Toronto reminds me of New York, not with the hustle and cleaner.
Yeah, way cleaner.
I love Toronto.
More polite people too.
Yeah,
and
way,
it's-
way nicer.
you get Indian people, Pakistani, black, Asian, white, European. I mean, you get everybody in Toronto.
Now, on the other end of that, I was just in Seattle, Washington, and the crowd was all white.
That
All
is-
white.
That is the white
I was the darkest
capital.
dude in the building.
Yeah, them in Portland, they're white as fuck. Even if you're black, after a few generations, you just turn white.
And you start talking white.
If you bring your family up there, and you plan on staking out a black existence in Portland,
Good luck.
Good luck. Even if your kids only date other black kids, after like 100 years, everyone's gonna be white.
Everyone.
There's no
Everybody,
sun. There's
yeah.
no sun. That's sun for 3 months a year. Look, there's a reason why people became white. I mean, everyone really comes from Africa.
Yeah.
It's one of the real reasons why racism is so stupid. Every single fucking human being came from Africa, just like every single fucking dog came from a wolf. Every person started out as an African. It's just as we moved to shittier and shittier places with less and less sun, your body adapted. And basically, white skin is like a big old solar panel for vitamin B. Or vitamin D, rather.
And obviously we don't. I don't know anyone who is racist these days, though. Like
There's a few.
they're out there
You can
for sure.
farm.
But I don't have anyone that I even
Associate with?
Not
No.
even, but even like jokingly or like I don't like Asians or I don't like. But I don't.
That is exhausting.
I don't know any
No, not
or
in our
any that are
circle.
doing well.
No. It's a stupid mindset. It's a stupid mindset. It just really is. It's dumb.
It's very old school.
Well, it doesn't benefit you in any way. It's super detrimental for your view of the world, the way you interact with people. It's dumb. I mean, I know so many cool people of every single race. Like what, I mean, why would
It's
you?
so stupid. It's like judging white people off a few small portion sample size of like mass shooters, like the dumbasses
right.
shoot up the high schools.
Well, there's like blowback the other way, right? Like there's a lot of people that think it's okay to be racist against white people because so many white people have been racist in the past, but that's just as foolish and just as short-sighted. It's just
Everyone's
like,
different. Yeah, it's all stupid.
it's like today with all this Me Too stuff, it seems like it's okay to be sexist against men.
Yeah.
Because there are awful men out there, but there's also men that are nice and they're going to be nice to you.
There's also some awful women out there who do
100%.
have other agendas when they come out with these Me Too claims.
Well,
There's a
that's
lot of that.
What you're seeing. I mean, we're seeing these cases now. You know, we're seeing these cases get exposed for what they are. You know, and it the problem is that it casts doubt on legitimate cases. What is going on with my throat? Something about these goddamn caveman coffees.
Really?
Early in the morning.
That
yeah.
makes me think. I'm good though. Sometimes it's
I know you
dairy.
think you
I'm
have
like,
to
damn, something- I don't know.
Yeah,
Did you think if you were in Louis C.K.'s shoes, do you think he came back too soon?
I don't think it's that he came back too soon. What I honestly think is he should say something more than what he already said.
Not just go up like it's all good and like, all right.
There's not just, I mean, he put out, released a statement. These stories are true. They happened a long time ago, right? They happened like more than a decade ago. I think he should, and I think it might be even better to release a video rather than a written statement. Because a written statement, the problem is like it's impersonal. It's personal.
Seems fake.
Yeah, well, it's not even. Not only that, it's not as impactful. I want to. But what is he going to say? It's like I can't fix it. Maybe if he donated a certain amount of money to certain causes, or spent time in therapy, or talked about it, and maybe expressed himself and said that what was going on through in his mind during that time when he did the thing, and why it was wrong, and how he's changed his way, and how bad he feels about it, how he's apologized to
And he
these
has
people.
daughters. I think
Right.
I think you get all that done by just doing a video with his. I think it would go so much further for him if he didn't have a big production. Nothing.
Right.
And he's a creative dude, obviously a great comedian. If he just went off the top of his head straight into the camera and posted on Instagram. I was like, hey man, I've paid a price. I've learned. I have daughters. It's a horrible thing that I did.
I mean, even stay away from "I've paid a price" because people don't really want to hear that shit. Like, what is the price? Like,
But they don't think he has.
Well, they're crazy.
Well, a lot
He's
of people
lost
go
millions of dollars.
They don't realize that. They think, oh, he's fine. He should get back on the road and tour, and he's gonna be a millionaire.
Well,
he's
could.
lost a ton of money off his shows, FX deal,
And more
development deal.
importantly, his daughters have this image of him being this guy who jerks off in front of women.
That's never going to go away either.
No.
So that's a pretty heavy stamp,
Yeah,
which is deserved. Maybe not forever, but
it's a complicated issue. It's complicated. Like, what was his psychology? What was going on in his mind that allowed him to do that? Apparently, he just started going up again. He just went up again Sunday night.
He went up, and I guess the owner of the club was like, dude, I didn't know I was asleep. He went up. It's the crowd's discretion if they want to stay or leave. But
Well, the first time the owner was upset, and the second time they said something along the lines of, if anyone has an issue with someone who stops in, a.k.a. Louis, I mean, it's only Louis.
Yeah.
Maybe Aziz, I guess.
really, well,
But
no,
Aziz,
that kinda went down.
apparently some people got upset about Aziz too.
Still?
But dude, look, people just like targets. They like targets.
Well, they like negativity.
They like negativity, but they also like targets. When they find someone who's a viable target, someone who's done something they can criticize, and they go, "You, what have you done?
Yep.
You, oh, you're still alive."
Yep.
There's people that just want to decide that someone's a horrible person, and they don't have this really well thought out, comprehensive view of the situation. They just attack. There's a lot of those people out there, man. And they think that they're justified, particularly if that person's famous and they're not. They think it's fair game.
Yep. Public forum.
So people were definitely upset at Aziz, but much more upset about Louis.
Oh, 100%.
But when you stop and think about what Louis actually did, creepy, yes. Asked women if he could jerk off in front of them. They said yes, he did it. If they said no, he didn't. I mean, it's fucking... Look, if you're working with a guy like that, he's like, can I jerk off in front of you? Like, Jesus Christ. Can you imagine?
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It would be a shitty work environment for sure.
Terrible.
And he is not handsome. He is Louis, I love you, brutal to look at. You know what I'm saying? He's harsh on the eyes.
Yeah,
It's not
I
like
mean-
Brad Pitt's asking to jack off in front of you.
Right.
Not that it's ever right, but it
Right.
do less on the
It's
the feelings if Brad Pitt's yanking in front of you.
I mean, all of it's no bueno.
It's a whole mess.
Yeah. I mean, he obviously had some sort of a weird kink,
I wonder what that is. Probably started in childhood. Maybe got caught and then got off on it.
Right.
Or he just never got chicks and now he has this power because he's such a...
He didn't have the power when he started doing it, though, man. when he started doing it, he wasn't really famous. He was respected, but he wasn't really
like he is
famous.
now, yeah.
No, which is it's it's awful, but it's just a thing that he's stuck with now. So he's got to figure out how to ingratiate himself. He's got to figure out how to re-emerge, and I think
He can do it.
I think he can do it.
I'm sure he can do it.
Look, he's not an awful person.
No.
I just think he did some stupid things that were really gross and weird. But if he just, he has owned up to it. I think he just, makes some sort of a sincere apology and then does something like, what could you do to what do you
Help female comics, maybe do a.
He's done that. He's tried to help, but a lot of people accused him of trying to help them to try to cover up his tracks.
Well, fuck, man. He has to do something. He has to go back to work.
Yeah, it's been a year now, right? It's a year next month. I think to expect him to just never work again seems ridiculous, and to not forgive him. There has to be a path to redemption for anyone who's done anything other than actual rape or murder, right? Like for Bill Cosby, I'm very happy he's locked up. I think what he did is awful. Can you imagine being one of those girls that turned to him as a mentor, and you wake up and you've been violated while you're out cold and you're drugged and you're confused, and Bill Cosby did it to you, and who the fuck is going to believe that? His image is, that's the thing about Louis, right? Like Louis' image was like, he's a pervert. He's a weirdo. He's always talking about jerking off. Like when you found out Louis C.K. asked girls if he could jerk off in front of them and then did it, it's like not the most surprising thing.
No.
But with Bill Cosby, here's a guy who is, and I'm not comparing the acts at all, but I'm just saying as far as like famous people have done something that, became a scandal. With Bill Cosby, he was this moral guy. He was this like ethics guy, and he wore sweaters.
America's dad.
He was America's dad. And to find out that guy was drugging and raping women. He's in fucking jail right now, which is crazy, right?
He's going to die, I give it, over under a week?
Do you think
That's
so?
the way it goes with those old dudes.
Really?
Yeah.
He's 81.
His eyes are so crazy.
He can't see.
I think the one's good, but the left one's all over the goddamn place.
Which one is the one? I thought the right one was whacked.
I think it's this one, but it is fucking.
Yeah, it's looking the wrong
central.
way.
Yeah,
it's it's going on its own way.
Yeah, that's what you get, man. He's
gonna
die any day now.
I think a path to redemption or a path to retribution would be good. A path to forgiveness. That's I think that's important for all human beings who've made mistakes.
I think it's
important. We can't just
important.
cast people out if they've made mistakes.
Agree. I also think it's important too with all this stuff is like Louis C.K. got lumped in with the big dogs like Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein. Then there's Louis C.K. and man, there was definitely different levels to this.
Yes.
These fucking crimes.
No question.
How about one that flies under the radar, especially here in America? And I was just reading about it. How true it is, who knows? Is with Ronaldo. Who in soccer? Ask your boy Ian Edwards. I mean, there's
he's a superstar.
Superstar. It would be like it'd basically be like Conor McGregor getting caught doing something in our world.
This is
it's a big
one,
deal.
Right?
This is a new one. Yeah, this girl. She said he kept telling him no, and then he anally raped her, and then paid her $375,000 to keep quiet. Now she's coming back out. But who knows?
Human beings, we're capable of such amazing things and such fucking awful things.
You might have to look that up, Jamie. I might have been dreaming.
No, I think you're right about that.
My brother told me about it. He's usually on it.
That's what I just read in the New York Post.
Yeah, we should probably go back to fights, right?
Ronaldo likes that booty. Yeah, we should go back to fights.
Literally.
Sorry, I don't know how we get done. Dude, how excited are you about your special being dropped today? Nervous at all?
I was nervous before, yeah.
Are you nervous about it?
Yeah,
because
man,
it's a body of work you've been doing forever.
Cared about it. I worked on it for 2 fucking years, And
you edited it yourself?
Reviews are awesome. Came out great.
I heard it's great.
I'm excited. It's the best. I think the best one I've ever done. I really do. I think the last one, Triggered was the best one, and I think this one's better than that.
That's how it should go, right?
Yeah, that's how it should go. Just keep working, keep trying to refine it and raise my standards. I learned some stuff. Still, out of all these years doing stand-up, I'm still learning. I learned some stuff in the editing process.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I learned some stuff just watching. I think I listen to recordings all the time, but I think I'm going to step my game up now. And after talking to Bert Kreischer yesterday, Bert, he records audio and he also records video. And I think I'm going to start recording video of all my shows too now.
It's tough. Oh, yeah, because when you're doing these giant theaters, so there's not video. Because like when I was at Parlor, wherever I go, they usually have video capability, so I get all the video.
That's nice.
Always get the video.
Well, the Ice House can do that for me.
That's true.
And I could definitely get someone to do that for me at the store. But I just think it's critical to see the way you move as well as hear. Like, you got to analyze all that shit and try to figure out what you got to be natural and in the moment, but you also got to analyze all the particulars and find out like what. Like, I would watch like 2 or 3 different sets because I filmed 4 shows, and I was like, why didn't I do that in the second show?
Yeah.
Like, the way I did it there, that's the way to do it.
Yep.
But I did it differently in this other show.
I think the shitty part is watching yourself and listening to yourself. It takes a real type of asshole to do that. Right? It's the worst.
It takes a real type of asshole to like it.
Oh, dude, and just like, oh, that was good.
Yeah.
And it's you. Well, it's pretty good.
Have you ever been over someone's house and they make you watch something that they did?
Dude, this quarterback, Vinny Testaverde, he was a first-round draft pick. He played forever. We went to his house, and he made me watch the recap of his last football season,
No.
a 2-hour NFL Films recap of the Baltimore Ravens, and it was a nightmare.
He
He made all of us sit there and
recap?
dude, it was so boring.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
promise. I want to put a fucking bullet through my head.
Come on.
But out of the respect of Vinny Testaverde, and he beat my ass in basketball before that, I stayed there and watched it. Who does that though?
I heard about a dude who he had a party over his house, and then when the people were over there, he made them listen to him sing a song.
Is it Brian Callen?
Nope.
Just kidding.
Some other guy.
No, I know who you're talking about because I think I was there
He played music and sang and was serious.
during the middle of the Super Bowl, sir. Put the Super Bowl on pause, and his band struck up a fucking song. I looked around and went, is everyone a terrorist here? What the fuck is happening? Why is the game paused? I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Oh my
if you don't put that goddamn drumstick down, I'm gonna flip the fuck out. That was the most Hollywood thing I've ever seen in my life. I went, well, I feel sick, and I'm gonna leave now. I feel very sick. In the middle of the fucking game, man. My Broncos were playing too. Oh, dude.
People are so strange, man.
I'm like, what the fuck? That's the most Hollywood thing I've ever seen in my life. Where I felt sick.
Yeah, I've seen many of those. I was over someone's house once, and this guy ran outside to his car to get a video to get us to watch a music video that he did, which was one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life.
People are great.
And it was a music video, and it was a music video that looked like it was made for about $3.
Oh, God.
And it was just like, what the fuck? And he's like singing all sincere in this music video, and we're all sitting around like we have to watch.
Like, what the
It's
fuck?
torture. Just compressing my chest in a vice. I'm like, I can't breathe.
But you've never seen comics like play their hour special when they've had people over.
I haven't seen that yet, but I'm sure it's happening.
That's happening right now as we speak.
Right now, there's a guy who's like, come on, everybody sit down, sit down. It's time for my special.
Come on, everyone get around.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
All right, we should probably talk fighting, though.
What are you laughing at? Bert did that?
Bert Kreischer did that?
No, he did that with his family, though. They had like a screening. No, but they had like a specifically...
Was it friends and it's friends too?
Yeah, but no. That's... I hear you, but this is a different thing. Like, he invited them to a screening of his special, where that was the purpose. It wasn't like he threw it on in the middle of a party.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
sit
yeah,
down,
not like
sit
that,
down.
yeah.
It's time to watch my special.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a little weird.
Bert, I'm enjoying the music, and I got pizza here.
That's a little different.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, not like
different.
that, yeah.
No, it was a screening, and his agents were there, and his managers were there, and people that worked at his...
Do you have family come to your shooting your specials?
No.
Me neither.
No.
I don't like them at the shows.
No. If someone from my family comes and watches me, I mean, they come to a show.
Yeah,
You
but they're
know?
not coming to the shooting of your
And I don't ever
special.
ask them to. Like, if they want to.
Like, but does
that's
your wife
fine.
like to go, or she's
Sometimes I have her come out like every 6 months or
Just to
so.
see.
Just to see. Like, tell me, is there anything new? Like, what's different?
Because she's known you for
Yeah.
so long,
So it's
she
like-
would know.
It's like, yeah, here's the thing. If someone sees you every weekend, and I have friends that take their girlfriends on the road with them, and they get so bored with their act because they're watching a guy perform every night, 2 nights in a row, 2 shows in a night. Your act is nonsense to them.
Dude,
It's blah, 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 blah,
You're one of my favorite people on planet Earth. I'm at the comedy store all the time. I've seen, your set when you're ready for this a bunch of times. And when I was leaving, someone's like, you know what, Joe? I'm like, dude, I've seen it, man. It's not disrespectful.
Yeah,
he
you don't
understands. I've seen it, though.
I don't even watch, like...
Seen it 10 times.
I don't even watch my favorites. Like, even Joey, I'll sometimes leave the room if he's on stage. Yeah, you don't... You also don't want to get bored with someone's act. You can't watch them over and over and over and over and over again. But that's what happens with girlfriends. Girlfriends that go on the road with guys, they're watching 2 sets a night.
What a terrible idea, though.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, blah. And then they just think you suck because you don't make them laugh anymore.
Yeah, they're just over it. They're like, really? This is what you do? You tell the same story every night?
You pretend
Shut up, bitch.
You pretend it's a new story. And then if you have a new opening act, he's really funny. Like, he's funny. What about me?
He's funny. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen you too many times. Like, oh, no.
Yeah, my brother used to think I was great, but he's on the road with me every time. And the other night, I go, here we go again. He goes, I feel like I could do your act now. I'm like, motherfucker.
He probably could.
Yeah, probably could.
He probably
knows
could.
it by heart.
We
Yeah.
used to do that in Boston. We had a thing called Joe Biden night at Stitches. And Joe Biden, who was the former vice president, people don't remember this, but in 1988, when he was running for president, he got busted retelling some of Kennedy's old speeches.
Come on, man. This is in 88.
Yeah.
Come
It was a
on.
big scandal. So we, and that kind of took him out of the running for being president for a long time.
Yeah,
Although they're talking about it again for 2020. But he, so we would do Joe Biden night at the Comedy Store.
That's
where, like, I would do your
hilarious.
act. And
That's awesome. That's hilarious. People probably loved it.
oh, they loved it. It was, like an off night. It was like a Monday.
Like you doing Joey Diaz? Be fucking great.
Yeah. Well, that would be good because I can do an impression of Joey.
Yeah, I
but,
know.
Like, a lot of it was just people just doing the material.
Chris D'Elia does Callan. Be fucking great.
Yeah. Yeah, comedy's a weird thing. You do it too many. I mean, that's one of the things about this special. It's like I got too close to it. Like when you're editing things and you're practicing it and you're doing it over and over again, I know it's working. I know I go to a class. I know it's going to work. It's polished. I practiced it. I wrote it out. I redid it. I fucking edited it and changed it and twisted it. And I know how to do it. But I also don't want to hear it. Like I've heard it too many times. So you get too close to it. So then when people are going to see it for the very first time, you're like, I don't know. I don't know. I hope they like it. I'm too close to it.
But you still get nervous even after all these years.
Yes. If you care, you get nervous.
And you're so close to this body of work, like you said, this is your baby. You know what I'm saying? If someone's like, dude, that sucked, you're like, motherfucker.
There's definitely people that are going to think it sucks. That's always going to happen. But my thing is the majority of my fans who like my comedy, I want them to like it.
Correct.
And so for me, it's like I was confident. I knew I did everything I could do. I know I'm a good comic, and I know I've done everything I could do to make this my best one. So I knew I was confident. I knew it was a good special, and I thought it was my best special. I'm very confident that it's my best special, but it's still, I'm too close to it, so I don't know. So anyway,
you got to take
Conor
a couple
McGregor
swings.
versus
Anyways,
Khabib
Conor
this
McGregor,
weekend.
yeah. Well, it's a good transition.
This weekend,
I'll tell you
boy.
this, dude. I'll tell you this. I'm not being a hater. I'm not being some sort of Debbie Downer. I don't think it breaks 2 million pay-per-view buys.
You might be right.
I'm not seeing it, man. Like when Conor fought Floyd, or when Conor Nate Diaz too, I couldn't go anywhere
Without hearing about
Starbucks, anywhere, shoe store, car dealer. Everyone, dude, Conor Floyd, who you got, man? Everybody and their mom. Now, very rare. Maybe at one of my shows, someone will bring it up, but
There's something that Conor didn't want to do for this fight, and that's massive promotion.
yeah, but so does that mean it's not as big? Like, who's that falling? Is that Conor or the UFC?
Conor.
It's both.
He doesn't want to do it. Well, the UFC has a model, right? And it worked in the Jose Aldo fight. That model is you just promote the holy fuck out of a fight. You travel the world. You promote the shit out of it. You scream at each other at press conferences. You do all that stuff for months and months and months, and those things sell like crazy.
If it's Conor McGregor.
If it's Conor McGregor.
So
Well, who have they ever done it with besides Conor McGregor like that?
No one really sells like that. They, a little bit with Ronda, I guess, but she didn't have the same kind of chops as Conor. So Conor's the only one, but I don't know. Maybe it's because he had a layoff. Maybe it's after the Floyd thing. I think it does well. I don't think it breaks Conor versus Nate too.
Well,
I don't think it breaks 1.6 million.
What I think happened was Conor made $100 million, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna train."
I think there's that, and it also goes, that took so much energy to do all that, and everyone knows me as that guy. I have the toughest fight of my life coming up. I'm taking every precaution necessary not to overtrain, not to use all my energy. I'm in the fight of my life, and I'm going to train like it. I'm shutting down everything. You can post the fucking me throwing the dolly through the window 1,000 times. I'll do the press conference on Thursday. Other than that, man, I have got to get ready for the fight of my life. That's the way I'm looking at it.
I think you're right, and I think this is the fight of his life. I think stylistically, it's a nightmare matchup.
I think it's a nightmare matchup for both of them. I think anyone who goes, oh, Conor, he can't wrestle, he can't do this, he's just going to get taken down and pounded out. You're so off, it's not even funny. You don't know the game, man.
He absolutely is capable of stuffing a takedown or two in the early going. That's what's up. Because in the early going, he's got that stinger of a left hand.
His movement,
his footwork, and Khabib is going to know that coming in. He's going to be a little hesitant. He's not going to walk towards him like Edson Barboza did, or he did in the Edson Barboza fight.
You can't.
Because Barboza is mostly kicks. Barboza throws a lot of kicks, a lot of Thai-style kicks, and Khabib just put a tremendous amount of pressure on him and then got a hold of him. But Conor's going to crack him with hands, and his footwork is way better.
Yes.
He's just way better at moving in and moving out.
I think when people go, oh, it's either Conor starches him and gets the KO, or Khabib just takes him down for 5 rounds and pounds him out. I think it's a classic fight. I think it's back and forth. I think it's a fucking dog fight. Yeah. I think it's a fight of our lives, man. I really do.
I think you're probably right.
I think you're getting a fucking great fight from two guys where there's more on the line than just win or lose. I think with Khabib and what he represents, and talking to his team captain, Josh Thompson, he goes, Khabib's going to retire after this.
Really?
He wants to beat Conor and retire.
Really?
He wants to retire like the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, 27-0, beat the UFC's poster boy, and he walks off in the sunset. Unless they get him a super fight with GSP or something, he's done.
Really? Wow. That's shocking. He's young.
Very shocking. But think how long he's been doing this.
Yeah.
Since he's 4, he's been fucking up grizzly bears. So he's like, all right, I'm over this, man. And not to mention, he lives with his family, man. He still lives with his mom and dad, his wife, and his 2 kids, same house.
Wow.
That's what kind of monster you're dealing with. And then for Conor, I think it's a legacy fight where, he's coming off the Floyd Mayweather kind of train there where, it was a success either way you look at it. He made $100 million, and he competed against the best of all time and lasted more rounds than anyone thought, and trained for a complete boxing match, so his striking's going to be better going this fight. But for him, it's not about the money. You see him, the one interview he's done on Mac Life, you can see it's like it's vintage Conor. We go, oh shit, we got one here, man. This isn't, the Floyd Mayweather's more of a show. Like, we didn't think he was going to win that. This one, you look at, oh shit, that's vintage Conor. This motherfucker's coming to fight. And he might get taken down. Yes, I guarantee you he gets taken down. That motherfucker's going to get back up. He's going to get up. He's going to keep getting up. And Khabib's going to keep coming. And we got a dog fight, man. I think both guys are going to be fucked up after this fight, and it's going to be a classic.
It could be. Or
fast forward, fucking Khabib gets starched in 7 seconds.
People
should be playing this on a loop. Just playing this on a loop.
Look, Khabib's got to get through the fire. He's got to get through the fire in the early going. He's got to close that distance, and he's got to do it with precision without letting his nerves affect him, right? I mean, he's got all the shit talking Conor's done to him. You've seen him rattled at the press conference.
He's rattled. When he started talking about his dad, he's rattled. And I think we've also never seen Khabib fight with high stakes.
Right.
Like when he fought Al Iaquinta, that wasn't high stakes. Al's an amazing fighter, but that's not the same as fighting Conor McGregor.
Right.
When he's fighting Edson Barboza, that's not high stakes. When you're fighting Conor McGregor, Conor takes all the chips on that poker table, puts it all in the middle, goes, I'm all in. You have to be all in. I do well under these circumstances. How do you respond?
Yeah.
So we've never seen Khabib, and everyone goes, "Oh, his cardio's great." It is great, but when that Irish nation is rocking that fucking arena, and there's all this pressure, his heart rate's gonna go up, and he's gonna be like, "God, I fucking hate this guy." Khabib's never fought a guy who he hates. He hates Conor.
Yep.
How is he gonna be overzealous and open himself up?
Yep.
There has to be something there, and we don't
Aldo.
know exactly. Like
Aldo was an assassin until that fight.
complete
People
one of the
forget.
best of all time.
Yeah, still is. But that fight exposed how good Conor's psychological game is, because months and months of being on tour with Conor, those press conferences, Conor stealing his belt and screaming at him and getting in his face, and then starches him with one punch. Oh,
Amazing. But what else is interesting is, remember, Conor is an amazing counter puncher. Well, to be an amazing counter puncher, you need a guy to punch at you. Mm-hmm. Khabib's not going to punch at him.
right.
Unless it becomes an ego thing like you did with Al or Edson Barboza, where you just walk him down, there's no respect. He might throw some punches, so it's going to be interesting for Conor to find those angles when a guy's not playing the game.
Well, it's also Khabib has had a history of struggling to make weight. He cannot struggle to make weight for this fight. He's got to be on point.
He came in that press conference at 174. They said this motherfucker started camp at 180-something. Like, he's never been more serious for a fight.
Which, for people listening, if you're saying, like, well, but he fights at 155, he used to weigh 200.
200, yeah.
Yeah, and then get down to 155, and it was not good. I mean, the Michael Johnson fight, he struggled. He had, like, some real shutdown issues. And then the Tony Ferguson fight, they pulled him out of the fight. He can't have any of that nonsense this weekend.
Oh, no. I
This
don't think
weekend's
we
gotta
will.
be on point.
The nonsense, the only thing where, like, Jamie told me he's going to the fight, I would never go to this fight. I think there's...
What?
I would not go to this fight for this reason. I'm a complete
What?
pussy. I think something's going to happen in the crowd between the Russians and the Irish. I think that
Why do you think that?
just the animosity between the two. They hate each other so bad. If this fight happens for Conor, you're going to have upset Russians. If it happens for Khabib, you're going to have upset fucking Irish. I think it's gotten bigger than just a UFC fight.
Really?
I do, man.
So you don't-
It's so hostile.
You think you wouldn't go to this fight because the potential the violence breaks out?
Correct. I also don't like going to UFC
Wow.
fights. I also don't like going to UFC fights.
Why
but
don't you like it? Because you used to fight?
yeah, it's just stressful for me. It's just super stressful for
Do you
me.
feel like you're going to fight again when you're
Yeah,
there?
I get the nerves, and I'm just like, oh God. I go complete opposite of that now. I try to get more relaxed. When I'm doing stand-ups, I go.
Right.
I don't want to be in that scared mode anymore.
Yeah, that's interesting.
My heart rate, I'm just sweating the whole time. I'm just like around, like sweating. I look like shit.
Pull up that card. Let me see the rest of the card.
Dude, if you're Tony Ferguson, it's like, oh yeah, and Tony's fighting.
Right. I know, and he's fighting Pettis.
It's not an easy fight for a comeback fight for Tony.
I mean, I'm just amazed that he's able to fight again so quickly after knee surgery.
You know what's interesting to me is I asked Josh Thompson, who knows Khabib, and obviously you can talk to DC about it, but I go, dude, Tony's back. Like, if Khabib were to win, he'd fight Tony, right? And he goes, no interest. That fight does nothing to him mentally. He just doesn't care about it. I'm like,
Khabib just doesn't care.
yeah, he's like, not with Tony.
So he really just wants to fight Conor and then get out.
Get out.
Wants
Wants
fight
to
GSP.
beat, from Josh Thompson's mouth, from Khabib. He wants to beat the UFC's poster boy, Dana's poster boy, and walk the fuck out. Unless they give him a super fight.
Who the fuck has ever been 26-0 as a champion?
Now,
I think that's the only one.
Yeah, but 26-0 for sure. He's fucking.
Who else has been an
fighting
undefeated
Dagestanis.
champion?
Undefeated champion? Well,
John Jones.
Conor was
But
undefeated.
John Jones,
well,
did
no,
he fight
didn't.
Matt Hamill before he won the
Yeah,
title?
he fought
Yeah.
Matt Hamill on The Ultimate
That's
Fighter. Roy Nelson, Brendan
No,
Schaub.
it wasn't the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, it was the Ultimate Fighter finale. Because I fought Roy Nelson, John Jones fought Matt
right,
Hamill.
not on the Ultimate Fighter.
No, you know when they do the finale.
Yeah. That's a bullshit loss though.
Oh my God, you got a loss from whooping a dude's ass
Yeah,
so
he
bad. They're like,
smashed
you know
him.
what? As far as undefeated champions,
Who? I don't think there's one.
Henan Brow.
Oh, he won, but he lost his first fight.
Yeah.
Henan Barrow lost his
But he was
first ever
undefeated.
UFC
Right?
fight.
I don't know. He was like he had like 30 wins in a row or some shit,
Right.
but had a weird loss back in Brazil.
Yeah, he lost his first MMA fight rather.
Ronda.
Yeah, Ronda.
Ronda was undefeated.
Undefeated.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Ronda's only 2 losses were the 2 title fights between Holly and Amanda. Let's see. What do you got there, Jamie? What are you pulling up?
List of undefeated MMA champions.
Ben Askren hanging around.
Yeah, Ben Askren's
Brian
for
Ortega.
sure one of them. But Ben Askren, to me, and I've had him on the podcast. I've said this 100
I know,
times.
I love the guy.
He's my Brian Ortega. But Brian Ortega isn't really a champion.
Well, these aren't champions, are they? These just undefeated MMA fighters.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. These
Yeah.
aren't champions. Ben's the one guy who I'd love to see come out of retirement and fight Khabib.
He's the one guy that's my biggest disappointment that guy never fought in the UFC.
Agreed. It's a fucking shame.
But the thing is, like, Khabib wouldn't fight. I'm like, nobody knows who he is outside of the hardcore guys like
No,
you
why
or
would you fight
myself.
him?
Why would you fight
him?
and maybe lose? Maybe get out wrestled.
Here's the only, if you're going to say something about Khabib, he's 27-0. He really, when you look at the body of work from Conor compared to Khabib, it's not even close. The wins that Conor has are remarkable.
Yes.
You look at the Max Holloway, Chad Mendes, Jose Aldo.
What he did to Eddie Alvarez.
I mean, ridiculous.
That was ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then Nate Diaz win, Nate Diaz lost. Like, you just look at the caliber of opponents that he's faced from a very young age. It's a nightmare. Then you look at Khabib. He's 27-0. His biggest win's probably Barboza. Dos Anjos when he was a little weathered, but
Yeah.
you know. But Barboza is a perfect stylistic matchup for him.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we don't know with Khabib. We know he's damn good, but how good?
He's had one weird moment in his entire career. That's against Michael Johnson when Michael Johnson cracked him. Wobbled him for a second, and then he took him down and smashed him.
The Gleason
T-Bow
fight got a little dicey too.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I don't remember that fight at all.
But with Michael Johnson, it's funny to me because Michael Johnson landed that big overhand, and people go, "Oh, Khabib has a weak chin." I'm like, well, he's never been dropped. He's never been.
Yeah, I mean,
he's never
got
been sat on his
Michael
ass
Johnson
ever.
starched Dustin Poirier with one punch. Don't forget about that. Michael Johnson can fucking punch.
Yeah, he's explosive as shit.
Yeah, I mean, he caught Khabib, and Khabib got rocked for a second, and then weathered the storm, took him down, smashed him. It was a total dominant performance. Yeah, if you look at his performance, like you look at his resume, Pat Healy was a tough fighter.
Tough vet.
That showed. Abel Trujillo, he smashed Abel Trujillo.
Remember Abel? He took down more times than anyone inside that octagon. 21 times, I think. And he was a college wrestler.
Mm-hmm. And a strong guy, too.
Yeah.
Abel's strong as shit.
And that's Gleason T-Bow. When is that? 2012? That's the juicy
Yeah,
T-Bow.
the real big fight was the Barboza fight, and then Al Iaquinta was, I mean, as his last minute gets, and he still went 5 whole rounds with Iaquinta, which was interesting for a lot of people. Like, I talked to Eddie Alvarez after that fight, and he was like, very interesting.
I love
very
Eddie.
interesting. Yeah, I was like, "This is you saw a lot of things in that fight, huh?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, once the fight got into the later rounds, and he's still standing up with guys. You like go, whoa, all right.
It's so interesting to me because when you talk to anyone from AK, obviously they're super pro Khabib, but they're like, dude, this isn't even a fight. Like this, what do you? This is one of Khabib's easier fights. He's definitely had way tougher matchups. I'm like, you're crazy, man. They're like, you should see Khabib go against Ed Ruth, who's an All-American Penn State wrestler. Like, he fucks him up. He takes him down. I'm like, what? But that's that's
wrestling.
That's that wrestling. That dance, that rhythm. Conor's not on that rhythm.
No.
You're talking about a different animal.
You're talking about a guy who is one of the best fencers in the game, meaning can like jump in with one shot and put you out. And he can do it moving back. He can do it moving forward. He can time you, and he'll be very calm in there. You will get the very best Conor McGregor.
He's also no slouch on the ground. People think he's just going to get taken down and like get crucifixed right away. You're out your goddamn mind.
Yeah.
The guy trains with Dylan Dennis. He's brought in these Dagestani wrestlers. Like, he's training with the lead of the lead. He's what Khabib's going to do.
Yeah.
It's way easier to train for Khabib than it is Conor.
The dark horse fight on the card is Derrick Lewis and Volkov.
That's a great fight.
Alexander Volkov might be the best heavyweight on the planet.
What's he won his last 6-fight winning streak? He's a guy who's flying under the radar.
He's giant, too.
His last fight knocked out Verdum. People forget.
Yeah. Isn't he like 6'8" or some shit?
6'8", yeah, 6'8".
Giant, tall, long dude who did real well in Bellator.
World champion Bellator.
Yep. And he has massive experience. And you see him in that fight with Verdum. He fucked Verdum up.
I know, man. He's a problem.
Interesting. Verdum just released a statement saying that USADA asked him to snitch.
I know. What's going on with the snitching stuff?
I don't know. They offered him more lenient sentence if he was willing to snitch, and he goes, "Fuck you."
I love Verdum. And John,
I love that too.
and then I guess John was like, "Cool."
I don't know if John.
I don't either. But that's what they're saying. I don't
didn't hear
either.
that John snitched. Did you hear John snitched?
That's what the statement says.
But John's manager says that he didn't snitch. What statement from who?
The statement
just
from.
give me a-
Come on, bro. His manager.
You just give a skeptical hippo face.
Dude, but no, I'm not saying John did. Let's be very clear. All I'm saying is he came out with that statement, and then Malky goes, he didn't snitch, and then
Everybody's like, wait, what?
Nowitzki was like, no, you said you were going to give us some info to help us out down the road with other people. So, I don't.
What?
Yeah, the USADA had to release an official statement. Went, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Because Malky came out and was like, no, we never agreed to say we're going to snitch. And then USADA's like, well, no, remember the contract you signed? Here's this section of the contract.
They said they would help them out in the future with other people.
I mean, but bring it up, Jamie, before I just...
John Jones, world champion, walking around wearing a wire. Hey, guys.
Hey,
my
guys.
creatine just ain't working.
God, anyone else just exhausted today?
You guys are just so ripped.
You
man.
got
What's your
anything?
secret?
Got anything, bro? Why are you in a full hoodie and sweatsuit in the sauna?
Yeah, I don't, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I don't think that John cheated.
I don't need, you don't think he cheated?
No.
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know. It's very
I might
murky
be
waters.
Wrong. I might be wrong. I don't think he cheated. I think he took something that was tainted. I think that's why they're only giving him a year off. And I think, look, I'd said it on the podcast.
You don't have any
before.
skeptical hippo eyes about how
No.
it's shortened sentence, it's ready to go right around New York,
No.
right around the CSPN deal?
This is the explanation sort of right here.
Malky says there was none, but I keep saying that, and everybody keeps running with it. Substantial assistance doesn't necessarily mean it has to be on somebody else. It could have been on himself. What?
So go up to the part that
There's
USADA said.
clarification right here.
That's what USADA released, that statement.
USADA said there are two avenues and blah, blah, blah. Anti-doping policy allow for reduction of sanctions. One, an individual can get a sanction reduction if he or she provides information that results in USADA or another anti-doping agency bringing forward an anti-doping policy violation against other athletes or support personnel. And or two, a reduction can be given if the information results in a criminal or disciplinary body bringing forward a criminal offense against individuals. Importantly, if the athlete or support personnel fails to continue to cooperate and provide credible substantial assistance, USADA will reinstate the original sanction. That's snitching.
Where I come from, but I don't know. Now, I don't think John snitched on anyone to get a shorter sentence. We'll find out if Jackson guys are popping left and right all of a sudden, but I don't think John did that. I think that's just in there, maybe. Or if, I don't know. We do not know, and I like to give John Jones the benefit of the doubt. And I will say this. If I'm a UFC fighter, I am hiring Malky to be my goddamn manager because what he's done with John, what he did with frickin' all his guys, what he did with your boy Yoel Romero, he goes to bat for them. No one else is fucking with the golden snitch like Malky does.
Yeah.
And everyone else kind of just goes, fuck, we got busted, man. Not Malky, man. That dude's going to the end of the earth to fight for your freedom.
Yeah, he and it seems
I don't
like
know him that well. I don't know him as a person. Managers are managers, but I'm saying if I'm the UFC, because they can't negotiate your sponsorship, it's Reebok. So
Right.
what can they really do? Your contract, and now you got to deal with USADA, who's a huge deal.
Right.
Malky is this fucking dog right now that you want in your back pocket.
And it's interesting that USADA has just released, they released a statement that they're changing their policy. So say if you piss hot, they don't, and what's really interesting is Sean O'Malley, right afterwards, said, yo, I pissed hot. He said they don't want to announce that people pissed hot. He goes, I pissed hot. He goes, let me tell you something. They're going to check my supplements, and we think we've got it nailed. We think we know what it is. But in the meantime, this is why I was removed from this fight this weekend.
So they're not going to announce it. They're just going to pull you from the card.
They're just going to pull you from the card.
That ain't right.
And they don't announce it.
That ain't right.
And then they go through the entire steps. And then if you're exonerated, you were never accused in the first place.
See, the problem is with your Sean O'Malley, whoever you are, Travis Brown, whoever, name any fighter you want. If you've ever been, if it's even been hinted, if you've ever had an issue, and you get that label, nothing, like people just go, he's on steroids.
Right.
They don't
For
do
sure.
a big announcement going, sorry, we didn't find anything, my bad. Sorry, hey Josh Barnett, sorry you've been out for 22 months. My bad.
Right.
What the fuck, man?
Right.
Give me some sort of compensation.
That's true. Right.
Also, so it took you how long to figure this out? I can't work during that time period.
Right.
And because of you, I can't work.
And
so
you
how
made a
are we
mistake.
and you made the mistake. How are we going to make this right? Oh, I bet you can go fight now.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Especially for Josh. He's like 37.
He's not young. Or how about for...
I think he's actually older than 37. Josh might be 40.
Yeah, he's not. He's long in the tooth. He's been doing it for a hot minute.
Yeah, I mean, he was...
But think if you're John Jones, though, dude.
Right.
Let's say you're right and he didn't do anything, nothing on purpose, and it was some bullshit supplement, and he's been dragged through the mud, rightfully so, after hitting a woman pregnant, all that. But with this,
That's a different thing, then.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
With this, you're like, what the fuck, man?
Right.
I could have fought Brock Lesnar. I could have doubled. I could have been living DC's life, but because of this, I've been out. My name's been tarnished forever.
Yeah, but there was something in his urine. There was a substance, and that substance is a performance-enhancing substance. Yeah. The real question is, did it come there's a lot of people that got it from supplements. I mean, this is happening all throughout sports, but then there's people that say, no, they're saying that it happened from supplements, but really that's just an excuse for them getting popped.
That's what most people think, yeah. The majority side with that. The
problem in John's situation is that he tested negative, and then he tested positive, and then he tested negative in a very short period of time, which means the amount that was in his system is a trace amount, which is not anything that you could take that would impart performance-enhancing benefits.
No, they said it like having a drop of steroids in a huge vat of water.
Right.
And it's not going to benefit him.
It's not going to benefit him.
Some people, and not me, man, I'm with you. Maybe he did take something that he wasn't supposed to, but I don't think it helped his performance. But some people say, well, that he was microdosing, so it didn't get it out of his system in time. That's why it's such a small trace amount. But at the time, if they would have tested him, been a higher potency.
Maybe. I don't think you can microdose this shit, though.
I have no idea, Joe. I don't know. But listen, they said he didn't do it. Here's the shitty thing, though. Now DC's upset because they're like, hey, DC, we're going to strip you of one of your belts, and John's going to fight for it.
But they haven't worked that out
fuck?
yet. Maybe that's why the
to.
Gustafsson-John situation hasn't been resolved yet.
Ding, ding.
We're going to find out this weekend.
You think?
Let me see out the card. Yeah, I think this weekend they'll have to announce.
They have to announce something.
It's a fucking month away, man. I mean, what else do you do?
This is a great card. Obviously, the main event's ridiculous, but that Madison Square Garden card's a better fight, better overall fight card.
Yeah, no, I think it is too. The big fights on this card are Nurmagomedov and Ferguson versus Pettis. Nurmagomedov versus Connor's a fight for the ages. I mean, that's absolutely one of the biggest fights in the history of the sport. That's a giant fucking fight. I mean, undefeated champion who just smashes and mauls people against one of the most enigmatic, charismatic fucking superstars the sport's ever known. And he's coming off of a long 2-year absence from MMA where he fought the biggest boxer on the planet Earth, arguably the best boxer ever, and went 10 rounds with him. And then he's going from that to fighting Nurmagomedov again for the title. This is a giant fight.
Huge fight. Biggest fight in UFC history.
For sure. Conor has changed the sport. I mean, he really has.
Forever.
He's a different thing. He's different than all the rest of the fighters. He's just different. He's so much more of a superstar.
Yeah, he's more he's the biggest celebrity with the best talents they've ever had.
And doing other things, too. He's like, fuck your movies.
Dude, he's had some crazy, I know firsthand, he's had some crazy offers. I'm like, he didn't take that? And you're like, no, he didn't want to do it.
He says he wants to be loyal to the game. He's like, there's plenty of time for that bullshit when I'm done fighting.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it. I mean, I think that is one of the things that did Ronda in, is that she was doing everything. I mean, they had her doing movies. They had her doing TV shows.
I think that did her in, but also the skill set. With Conor, it's a little different. He has the skill set.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's a more comprehensive camp, too. I mean, there was a Achilles heel with Ronda was the camp. I mean, look, if you're fighting someone like Amanda Nunes, you better be fully prepared.
It's just different too, with the female division. It's still growing, so what she was in her time period was one of the best of all time, as the pioneer of the sport. But they're so much in their infancy of starting with mixed martial arts. They're adapting fast. So Ronda didn't get better when everyone else got a lot better. So by the time they caught up to her, she didn't have the skill sets at the time.
And I think there was. I think you're right. I think her game didn't advance, but I think there was also I mean, look, she was so fucking good compared to them in the beginning. She was just so good. And then she was doing everything. She was doing TV shows, movies.
Just the wrong
everything.
people around, from her management to her agent, Brad. Like, the whole thing was a nightmare.
The whole thing's a nightmare. So she's doing all that stuff. Total.
It worked out,
all
though.
these distractions. It worked out financially up to a point.
Well, when I
But
say,
those
I mean, it
two
works out.
losses were big ones.
Big ones. I mean, it worked out in the sense where, she's doing something now. She looks happy. She's in the WWE. She's a huge star over there. She's actually really good at it.
Yeah.
She's killing it over
Yeah,
there.
for
If you're in
sure.
the WWE, apparently she's like a natural at it.
Right.
So she's the champ over there, not getting hit in the face. So
Right.
I guess
No
that
brain
worked out.
damage.
Yeah.
Well,
Well.
you can still get brain damage. Yeah.
So I guess it kind of worked out.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're talking about Khabib and Conor, you're talking about the
It's
two
different.
most skillful lightweights of all time.
Yeah.
One guy is the best grappler we've ever seen in the UFC in Khabib.
Mm-hmm.
The other is the best striker we've ever seen in the UFC.
One of them for sure.
I think he's the best as far as timing, as far as putting it all together. His movement, we've never seen anything like it. Not even. I think what he does is completely different than what Wonder Boy does. We've seen a Wonder. I can go watch. I'm not taking any credit away from Wonder Boy. I'm saying from Wonder Boy coming over with his kickboxing background into UFC, that we've seen some of that. Wonder Boy's just the best at
See,
it.
the thing is, you've never seen Conor fight a guy like Wonder Boy, whereas you've seen Wonder Boy fight Darren Till. You've seen Wonder Boy fight someone who's that kind of a striker. You've never seen Conor fight someone who is as dangerous standing up as he is.
Jose Aldo.
Yeah, but it was a different weight class, really. He
Not at the
he was
time.
so
That's what he
much
fought,
bigger.
though, Joe. Because
He's
it's
so
easy
much
to
bigger
say
than
that.
Aldo.
But
No,
at the
you're
time,
right, you're right.
Like, remember, Jose Aldo is a fucking assassin.
Yeah.
What he
It's true.
did to Jose, for whatever reason, puts this shade over Jose. Jose was so good, man.
Yep, it's
he was
true.
a killer. Striking was amazing. Everyone was
Right.
hanging off his Brazilian nuts, and then he gets starched in 13 seconds. We're like, he's all right. I'm
Well,
like,
then the
what
question is,
fuck?
like, did Conor catch him when he had already taken in a lot of damage? Like, after the second Chad Mendes fight, people started to question because the second fight, that was a
great
war.
fight.
It was a great fight.
One of my
It was a
favorite
war.
fights of all time.
Yeah. No, it's a good point.
But then he fights a young Max Holloway.
Mm-hmm.
They're both young. That's not an easy fight. Beats Max Holloway and has a torn fucking ACL or MCL in his knee. Does that.
True.
He
True.
fights Dustin Poirier. Like, you look at the guy like Max Holloway, champion.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin Poirier. He's fighting fucking Nate Diaz now. He could easily be the 155 champion. Eddie Alvarez, champion.
Hey, what do
Chad
you-
Mendes, champion.
What do you know about? But Chad Mendes super last minute notice, no cardio, didn't have a camp at all.
I'm just saying, a win's a win, brother.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But there's a caveat next to
For
that
sure,
one.
but still.
What are you hearing about Max Holloway? Like, how's he doing?
They're fighting. It just got announced.
Is he okay
They're fighting
again?
in Toronto. Yeah, he's
What
good to
happened?
go. Bad weight cut from what I hear.
Really?
Yep.
Bad weight cut.
Yep.
So how the fuck is he going to make that weight again?
Probably go, what did we do last camp, and redo everything? Or
He's so big, dude. He's so big.
Ortega's big too, though, man, and he figures it out.
Yeah, but he hasn't been doing it as long. Like I think the thing about the weight cutting is, and this is like one of the things that I've been learning talking to nutritionists and guys who diet and guys who get ready for bodybuilding competitions, like talking to Lane Norton last week, who's he's a scientist, like a legit PhD, as well as a guy who's competed in bodybuilding. He's like,
Jesus.
Your body does not want to do that. And your body tries to protect you from doing it. And the more times you do it, the more and more difficult it is for you to do. Weight cutting is the number one primary problem with MMA.
100%. You got to listen to Conor McGregor's interview they did with Mac Life. He talked about weight cutting.
What did he say?
It's just I missed that part, but he talks about it, how the weight cutting was an issue and how dangerous it is, and it's not good.
It's fucking terrible.
He touches on that.
Yeah, Dustin Poirier talked about that too, and he said that he thinks everybody should go up one weight class. But then, what is happening with this 165-pound title? Because they were going to have Nate Diaz fight Dustin. Both those guys came out and said they're going to be fighting for the title.
They came up with that game plan, which I love. They tried forcing the UFC's hand.
Did they?
Yeah, it was their idea, which
you
is
talk to
brilliant.
them?
Come on. I mean, that's the plan. And then the UFC's like, no, they're not. Like, Dana goes, I don't know why they keep saying this stuff. They signed a contract. They're fine at 55.
65.
No, they're not fine at 65.
Really?
No, that's they're not fine at
They
65.
made that up.
Nate Diaz and Dustin Poirier thought it'd be great to fight at 65 for a title.
Really?
That's not the UFC's idea. The UFC
they
had to
just
come
made
out.
that up?
So the UFC had to repost, like, no, it's 55.
So it's like Dustin and Nate, hey, what's up? What's up, dude?
Main
hey,
event for a title.
Yo, let's do this, man. Let's say we're going to fight
It's
at
great.
65. All right, fuck it. I'm going to fuck you up. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I thought it was
All right,
brilliant. And then they tried forcing the UFC's hand, and then Dana had to come out and be like, no, that. So people, and then when they told him it's not happening, there's no belt, there's no 65-pound belt. Nate was like, oh fuck it, I'm out.
What is this?
This is Nate saying, I'm happy to announce I'm bringing a new
Yeah, but
weight
what is
division.
that 165-pound belt super fighter division? What does that mean?
It's just them like trolling the UFC, which is hilarious. And then Dustin goes, it's been a long journey, but here we are. New York City, first ever 165-pound title, UFC 165.
I like how he hashtag Thug Jitsu. Shout out to Eve Edwards.
It's hilarious. But then you look at it, and Dana White.
There's absolutely no truth to it.
No.
It just doesn't make any sense. But here's the thing. If there was truth to it, maybe you could sell that title better, that card better, if that's the title fight. But
That's exactly what you should do. They fucking teed it up for you.
I
What are
know.
you waiting for?
But have that as well as the main event.
Do
if
all
you
right.
get another main event.
Why not go, all right, fuck my ego. Let's do it. Nate, Dustin, 165, world title, new division. Everyone's all crunk for it. If John Jones or whoever we're trying to get else, it works, great. That's going to hype this thing even more. But a month out, do that. I would love Dustin Poirier and Nate Diaz can headline this fucking Madison Square Garden card.
Yeah.
It's insane not to announce someone.
But I think they want something bigger. I think they want John Jones.
But at 165 title, why not just the appetizer? That's a deep, heavy appetizer to sell tickets.
Here's the craziest of crazy questions.
Please.
Ready? Here's the craziest of crazy questions. DC is supposed to be fighting Brock motherfucking Lesnar, right?
Yep.
For the heavyweight title.
Next year.
But that's next year. John Jones versus DC for the heavyweight title in Madison Square Garden.
It's not happening, but
Why not?
because DC already said he can't. They want him to fight.
Can't what?
Yeah,
Why can't he?
Because he wants to fight at light heavyweight. And
Why?
John and I think Dana want him to fight at heavyweight, but he wants to do it at light heavyweight. He doesn't want to do it at heavyweight.
He doesn't want to fight John at heavyweight.
Light heavyweight. That's what he's been saying.
Listen, somebody needs to pull him aside, give him a fat bucket of Popeye's fried chicken because that's his favorite.
By fat buck, you mean fat bucket of cash.
That's what I was going to say next.
Okay.
I was going to say a briefcase. Slide up.
Back
One of
up
them
the brink trucks, son.
leather briefcases that has those click things
Yep.
on it. You lift it up. Oh.
If I'm DC, I'm not doing that. I'm going, hold up. I'm going to fight Brock in January, February. I'm going to get paid. I'm going to beat the shit out of Brock, right? That's a
Right.
big payday for
It's
me.
a big payday.
And then have John fight Kane, have John fight Stipe at heavyweight. Let's see how he looks. If he looks human, I'll fight that fool. But if he looks like Uberim at heavyweight, I'll see you on the other side, and I'm fucking retiring.
That is a fight, right? Stipe versus John Jones at heavyweight in Madison Square Garden. That would be a giant fight.
Huge fight.
That's a giant headliner.
No,
That's a headliner. That's a headliner.
Fuck, what? That
That's
gets
a
my dick
headline.
hard now. Here's one for you, though. Why not, like, see, Connor versus Khabib, they're saying biggest fight of all time UFC history.
Right.
Pay-per-views, I don't think so. But let's say DC were to beat Brock, John beats Stipe, John DC, the trilogy at heavyweight for the world title. You don't think that's bigger than this fight this weekend? To me, it's bigger.
No, it's not bigger because just Conor McGregor's a bigger. What is this? We might see Daniel Cormier, John Jones trilogy at heavyweight. Aha! See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
They're trying to force my boy DC into some shit he doesn't want to do, bro. Stay strong, DC.
No. Take the fight.
No.
Take the fight.
No, fight Brock.
Listen, John's been off a long time. Do you remember when he came back against Owen St. Preux? Wasn't the best
That's
fight.
true.
This might be the time.
What a great story for DC if you were to beat John and then ride off in the sunset.
Imagine that. And then rides off in the sunset.
Now to play devil's advocate, what if he gets head kicked again at heavyweight, loses
it's
both
possible.
belts, and everyone's like, well, there you go.
Well, look, John is, if not the best ever, he's one of the best ever.
I think he's the best ever.
With Mighty Mouse having lost, it's a real good argument. I think in terms of like the overall ability to get things done, you got to look at what he's done. He's never lost. He only lost to Matt Hamill, and that was a bullshit loss.
Look at the guys he's fought, too.
Fought
And the way he
murderers,
beat him, too.
killers. Remember when he choked Lyoto out and just dropped him?
Vicious.
Just fell in a clump.
And then what he did to fucking Vitor Belfort, he submitted Vitor, was like, you're a black belt, very cool.
After he got his
Check
arm
this
broken,
out.
Conor McGregor not keen on facing GSP next, but interested in Anderson Silva.
Get that shit out of my face, Conor.
What? Why would he not be interested in facing GSP, but he's interested in facing Anderson? Anderson's a 185-pounder. We'll see what happens next, but I don't think GSP is next. He doesn't have anything for me personally. I'm not going to shut the door on that down the line. You know what would be another great one? Anderson Silva. I think he thinks Anderson is slowed way down. George is not slowed down yet.
George at 55 versus Conor's an amazing fight.
Well, at 70, it's an amazing fight,
They're
too.
not fighting at 70.
No?
Nope.
No way?
Nope, not happening.
What makes you say that? What makes you say that?
You seen George lately? He looks pretty svelte.
Well, I saw one picture of him when he was in the sauna, when people say he's making a test cut to 55.
Ask your boy for us.
I can ask George.
Ask George.
Just call him up right now.
Call him up.
There's my phone.
You think he's going to give us a real answer on
called
there?
anybody.
Me neither. Sometimes Brian does this. It's a nightmare.
It's probably rude, right?
Yeah, they're like, what? You're on air. Hey,
Yeah.
it's Rogan and Schaub. Is there any way you're going to fight? And they're like, dude, come
See,
on.
the problem with that is like he's leaning in, and that image of him at 170 is in the middle of a fight, so he's all pumped up with muscle. His muscles are inflated. You know, man, he might actually be trying to make 55. He does look very slim there.
This is what I've heard through the grapevine. GSP wants to fight, and the fight he wants is at 55, but it's only if Conor wins.
Really?
He doesn't think beating Khabib would be like a legacy fight for him.
Well, I'll tell you what, in terms of pay-per-view, that would be a giant fight.
Conor GSP?
Yes.
Oh,
Especially after GSP
big boy.
beat Bisping, got 800,000 pay-per-view buys after how many years out of the game? 4 years out of the game?
4-year layoff.
4-year layoff, comes back, and I'll tell you what, man, when he did my podcast, he's super lucid. He's there 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all that rest
Brilliant
did him
guy.
good.
Brilliant guy.
That rest did him good.
Smart guy.
That
That's
would
a fight.
be a giant fight. That's a giant fight. And he'd probably be vulnerable at 55.
Yeah. It's a
You
good
know?
fight. It's a good fight for Conor. Good
Do you
fight for
think he would
George,
be
too.
faster? I mean, would he be would he necessarily be faster at 55?
I don't think so. I think he'd be so diminished.
Yeah.
I think he'd be solid. Obviously, his technique's still there, but I think, at 70, that's George all day. 85, not so much. That boy looked thick.
Yeah, but he said he had a real hard time keeping that weight on. It fucked up his intestines.
Yeah, whatever it
Fucked
was.
up his digestive
Boy,
system.
it was thick.
He said he was eating all day, trying to keep the mass on. Yeah.
That was a
Said-
rough one.
Yeah, he's got some sort of a stomach issue now. Colitis?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And he said he got it from just eating like a fucking pig while he was training. Like he was always like almost throwing up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, not good. What else is on this card this weekend? Pull it
Other
back
than
up.
that, man,
What do we got? Michelle Watterson, Felice Herrig. That's a good
that's
fight.
a fun fight. You got Little Pettis fighting Jussier Formiga.
Formiga. Yeah.
I tell you, in the boxing world, you got Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury fight, man. I'm doing the
December.
press conference Wednesday.
Ooh,
I know.
That's an interesting fight.
It's a good
Did
fight.
you hear
huh?
what Teddy Atlas said about Deontay Wilder?
Just how hard he can hit.
He called him Thor.
That's
He's got that
hilarious.
hammer. He's
That's
like
hilarious.
Thor.
How great's Teddy Atlas?
He's great. That was a fun interview.
I didn't get to the very end, but he mentioned something of it where he was saying how he thinks it's an issue, and I never really thought about it till he brought it up. I've never thought about it. How when boxing became a little corrupt and got a little weird for him is when the fighters started to have their own promotions in with the boxing world. Right, like the promoters and the fighters working together, and now we're starting to see this now with the UFC. We're going down the same road with with McGregor Promotions and the UFC. Now they're in cahoots, right?
But he's also talking about how the promoters will take out the judges to dinner, and it's like that's a total conflict of
Oh, my
interest.
God,
He goes,
you
"Man,
kidding
even
me?"
if you're not paying them, they're eating at the nicest places, drinking the nicest wine.
It's so sketchy, man.
Yeah, it's
So
very
sketchy.
It's legal in some sort of strange loopholey way.
It's very strange.
Yeah. What else is coming up down the future? What else is going on? Like, what's another big fight?
I just was looking at
The December card, you got Cyborg Nunez happening.
Now, the December card in Toronto?
No, December card in Toronto is Brian Ortega Holloway.
Right. So there's another December card.
The New Year's card. You know when they do it right before New Year's?
Oh, so there's 2 pay-per-views. There's like
Pretty
because
sure.
the place that Valentina Shevchenko versus Sijara Eubanks. What?
They just bumped it
for
up.
the vacant flyweight title, were headlined UFC 230.
I thought Joanna.
Yeah.
Hey,
Is this just coming out today?
I was about to show you a tweet that said that they were talking about moving it up, and it was in flux. And then when I went to look for it,
Oh wait, that's gonna headline Madison Square Garden.
What?
I've lost all energy in my body.
What?
Oh yeah, because that gets my dick harder than Dustin Poirier versus Nate Diaz for a 165-pound title.
No offense, but I don't even know who Sijara Eubanks is, and I'm the commentator for the UFC.
I've never heard of her. And I'm not being a dick either. I'm just saying as far as headline Madison Square Garden, you got some nerve, whoever put this together.
Let's see a video on this young lady.
I'm sure she's an absolute monster.
Oh,
and good
I'm
for
sure
her.
she is.
Congrats.
She looks scary.
How many fights does she have? She's won in the UFC.
She's one
Scroll
fight.
up.
One fight in the UFC, and
She's
gonna
4-2.
fight for the title. 4-2. Okay. And what happened with Joanna?
She must have got injured or some shit.
yeah, I don't know. This is the previous tweet was this.
Well, this is Brett Okamoto. He's a
He knows
reliable
his shit.
source.
Yeah.
He's
Remember, ESPN's
rock
in cahoots
solid.
with the UFC now.
Supposed to face Joanna, but that may change too if the switch happens. Okay, per sources, they've discussed moving Valentina Shevchenko. Is this the previous tweet?
Yeah, that's
This
the
was
previous.
one.
And then he made another one saying that it's locked in.
Correct.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. The fucking
Britney Spears.
Who's the dude? What's that guy's name? Christopher
Castano.
Castano.
Chris_Castano.
That's hilarious. He put that Britney Spears. What? GIF. That is
These poor
fucking
girls, it sucks for them,
hilarious.
but the magnitude of Madison Square Garden, you're thinking it's going to be. I was thinking Jones, fucking Cain Velasquez. I'm thinking Stipe, Jones,
Yo.
DC Les, something that would just blow my hair back. They're like, hold up.
Valentina against a girl is 4-2 with one fight in the UFC for the flyweight title. It's
They
Nico
must-
Montano. They stripped her because she didn't make weight for one fight. What?
Those are your friends, Joe.
Hey,
Just kidding.
listen, man. I don't want to be a promoter. Fuck
Nah,
that.
You just keep doing your thing.
Fuck that job. Fuck.
You'll be
keeping
working
all
that
those-
one, though. I was going to say, we could have done a companion, just freaking
Yeah.
went ham.
I know.
but
We
no.
could have. Damn it.
Was 2:30.
When are we going to do a companion
Dude,
again?
when is everyone together? When are you not working?
I don't know.
When
Let's
am I
figure it
not
out.
working?
Well, I'm chilling out for a while now that I got that show that I did in Toronto on Saturday night was my last big show for a long time.
How long are you going to chill?
Quite a while.
Because you got to get another hour.
Yeah, I'm at like 25 minutes, 24 minutes.
You still going to be doing sets? Or it probably might be nice to take a little break, though.
I'm taking this week off.
Just the week off?
Yeah, just relaxing, then going to the
Must be
UFC this
nice.
weekend. Yeah.
Hanging with the family.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to just I did it, it's out. Now I'm gonna chill. And then I need to wait till October's over so I can do some mushrooms. Need to get some new material.
Oh, yeah, you're in sober.
Need to-
Sober October.
Sober October. Are you gonna do sober October?
I don't drink or smoke, really. I have nothing to be sober
So
of.
just say you're doing it.
I mean, yeah, I do it year round, but sure.
You want to get involved in the fitness challenge?
Yeah, that's easy. Let's do that.
I'll get you. I got an extra one of these things.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I just work out with you
Look at
guys.
that, you're in.
All right, I'm in.
Easy.
What is it?
easy.
What do I got to wear?
This thing right here.
Can I turn it into a headband?
No, you put it around your waist.
Oh, sick.
Around your chest.
And then I download the
area.
app?
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
I'm
get
in.
you one of those. I ordered an extra one.
Fuck yeah. Thanks, dude.
All right.
I'm in, dude.
Yeah.
But it's not much for me, though, because I don't really drink or smoke or anything. Like, Stanhope's the big one, yeah?
He's got to go to a doctor. Stanhope
Yeah.
is getting measured. He's getting his blood work done, and the doctor's going to go, you should be dead.
I met him for
How
the
he's
first
still
time at
alive.
the Comedy Store. Super nice guy.
Oh, he's the best.
I've actually heard about him forever. He's
Yeah.
a really nice guy to me.
He's a sweetheart.
I just
yeah.
think guys are going to be mean to me for whatever reason. It's my own complex, but he's super nice to
You
me.
think they're going to be mean to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because a few of them have been.
Yeah. Some have. Yeah. Like, fuck this guy.
The people, they think you're infringing on their turf, you know?
I get it.
It's stupid.
I 100%
Comedy
get
is everybody's turf. If you can do it, you can do it. As long as you don't steal, it's everybody's turf.
it. As long as the crowd's laughing, you don't
Yeah.
steal.
Yeah,
If the
that's
crowd's
those are
not
the things.
laughing, then yeah, I don't belong to be there. But
Yeah, don't steal. and come up with your own shit and be nice to people, and everyone should let you in. We're all freaks and misfits. The idea that one type of freak and misfit is okay, but another type isn't.
Yeah.
I had to deal with that. Especially early on.
Were you self-conscious early on? Because
Yeah.
you're a bigger dude and you have tattoos. Were you self-conscious of it?
Yeah, that's why to this day I always go on stage with long sleeve shirts on. People say, one of the things that people said about Strange Times, like, why don't you wear fucking shirts that fit you? Because I don't feel good in shirts that fit me. I mean, I don't mind wearing a shirt that fits me to the movies or to a restaurant or something
But
like that.
on stage, you're self-conscious about it?
Loose things that don't show muscle. They don't show any. I don't want anybody looking at my body.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm
You know
the
what I
same
mean?
way, yeah.
Yeah, like you couldn't go on stage with a fucking tank top on.
People are like, fuck this guy.
Right.
And he has skinny jeans on?
Exactly. Fuck
It's
this
not
guy.
funny, man.
But Theo goes on stage with a tank top.
I know.
And it's all good.
I know.
and
Brian
it's-
can.
Yeah, it's
Chris
no problem.
can.
Don't tell Brian he can. Brian will get upset. He's like, no, come on, guys. You guys think I'm ripped.
No, come on.
Do a lot of body weight work. Yeah. You know what? I found a legit massage lady. Oh my God, this lady tortured me the other day.
Do I know her?
No, she is a trigger point specialist, and she's a strong lady, and she gets that fucking elbow in your back.
She a big girl?
Woo, yeah, she's a big
Yeah.
she's a big lady.
That's how you know it's good.
She's fucking strong.
Does she breathe
man.
hard?
Yeah, she broke me.
That distracts me, but it's good for you.
Dude, my whole back to this day is still sore. It was 2 days ago I got the massage, and the areas where she broke down are sore. Like, she fucked me up. Like, she beat
I could
my
use
ass.
that. Was it an hour long, though?
She did 90 minutes.
Was she dripping wet with sweat?
Sweating like a pig.
It's like pros and cons, right? It's like you either get the big girl who sweats and takes up all the oxygen in the room, or you get the soft Asian girl and it's not a good massage.
No, I don't want that. I want to get hurt.
Yeah, me too.
Because she loosened up a lot of shit that was bothering the fuck out of me. I realized the importance of that, and I haven't been doing it. I'll tell you what, when I do yoga regularly, I don't need as much massage, but I think even then you need it. You need it, everything to be all the kinks to be worked out, broken down. And
Yeah, I love massages, man.
the Russian Olympic team, I was reading something about Russian athletes. They would get massages every day.
On tons of steroids, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, a little bit of steroids.
Yeah,
A little bit of that.
it makes sense.
Did you ever have that guy Brian Fogel on your podcast?
Brian Fogel. What's
He's
he
the guy
from?
that directed Icarus.
No, I didn't.
Did you see Icarus?
I saw Icarus. Ridiculous.
You should have him on. He's amazing.
Here's my thing, Joe. Like when you had Teddy Atlas on, for him to come on in 3 hours, you have that Brian Fogel or whoever. When they do 3 hours on this, there's not much more I can cover. Sure, I'll throw in some dick jokes or something. and I got him talking about dicks and fashion. But once they go here, like I don't want to. You know what I'm
think
saying?
Like that. No, they're conversations.
They're
you just
conversations,
think about
but
it as
you
a conversation.
covered it for 3 hours.
Yeah, but believe me, you're going to cover it in a different way. It's always how it is. You're going to have your own take on things, especially as a guy who's actually fought professionally and actually played football.
My only thing is it's my own thing. Is like if I hear it on your show for 3 hours, I don't want to go over it on my show. I'm like, oh, I know this guy. It's not a mystery anymore.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but I don't think that way. Like when I heard Jocko on Tim Ferriss, I didn't say, oh, I don't want to have that guy on, because Tim Ferriss covered it thoroughly, which he did.
Different. Yeah, different. I hear you, though. I hear you.
Yeah.
Like with Justin Wren. He's like, dude, coming to town, doing Rogan. I'll do yours after. I'm like, if you're talking about kids and water in Africa for 3 hours on Rogan, you really don't need to do mine, bro.
Well,
like,
he's
there's
bringing Rafael Lovato
Yeah, I
in
love
as well,
that guy.
too.
Yeah.
So
but
we're
again,
gonna,
you guys got this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not,
Well, we're contributing to his Fight for the Forgotten. We're donating money, and we're also a part of the Cash App. Donates $5 every time someone signs up for the Cash App. You use the promo code Joe Rogan, all one word, and the Cash App sends you $5, and the Cash App sends Justin Wren's Fight for the Forgotten.
That's cool, man.
$5. Yeah, they've raised thousands of dollars just doing that,
and building wells.
They've built 2 wells already. They're in the process of building more.
Are you guys going to do a benefit, a comedy benefit?
I would do anything.
I'll help out
Whatever that
however
guy
I
wants to
can.
do.
I'll help out, but he doesn't need to come on my show to do it. If he's going to go in here for 3 hours, I'll do whatever you want. Well, it's same like, make sure I don't forget his name. It's same like, I was on the plane the other day, man, and this, I don't want to mess up his name and be a dickhead. And, Ray Borg. Have you seen Ray Borg and his son?
No, his son was sick, right?
His baby's having these surgeries. And I saw someone post a shirt that Ray Borg, go to Ray Borg's Instagram. or Twitter, and he posts a shirt. He goes, all these proceeds from the shirt go to help me pay for my child's medical bill. And so someone goes, Schaub, look into this. And so I click on it, and I see, I have a 2.5-year-old son. I see his son on the freaking respirator. Broke my heart, man. So I DM'd him, and Ray, I'm sure a bunch of people hit you up, man. There it is. I DM'd Ray because we need help with the medical bills. I will pay for your medical bills, Ray. I will cover it, man. So when I say, here, I get emotional because I see his son. When I say I'll help you, Ray, I'm dead serious, man. I'm not one of these guys who I don't need the publicity. I don't need any of that. I DM'd you my number. I will cover the medical bills, man. I got you, brother. I got you, man. Hit me up. It's not a game. It's no publicity. I will take care of you and your family. That's it.
Whoa, look at you. You got all emotional.
Dude, when I see his kid on there, man, fucking
look at you. I never seen you broken up like this before.
I get it. I know.
This took me by surprise.
Sorry, dude. I'm good now.
Do you know Ray?
I don't know him at all. Never met him.
Wow.
Never met him.
So how much money does he need to raise?
I don't know, but I'm fucking rich. I'm doing a show in Utah. I'll donate all the money I make from my 6 shows in Utah to his medical bills.
Beautiful. That's beautiful, man.
Wise Guys, St. Louis, October, I think 10th through the 12th. I'm doing 6 shows. I'll take all that money. You can have it, Ray.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful place, too.
Great place, man.
Yeah.
Love Utah.
Does he not have medical insurance?
I don't know. I don't think it covers it. And he's a broke fighter.
Yeah.
He's a broke fighter, man. And dude, I'm so fortunate, like me finding stand-up, and I get so much cool stuff in the works and this Bravo show. I'm like, dude, you just can't take.
Yeah.
I give to my family and all that. I'm like, we have to figure some out here. So when I saw that, I'm like, what the fuck, man?
That's awesome, man. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that about you.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I know. I didn't mean to talk about it on here. I guess, I don't know how we got brought up on that. But I reached out to him, and then I think he thought, like, oh, I'm sure. No, I'm not going to donate like $100 or something, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he just was overwhelmed,
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm sure he listened to the show. I know he listens to Fire and the Kid. I just thought of it now.
Well, imagine the amount of time that it must be taking up to not just train, but also to deal with his son and his son's medical issues and the family and the bills and all the other stuff. Yeah.
My son stubs his toe, my heart drops, man.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Falls on the ground, I'm like, what the fuck?
Isn't it crazy? Did you ever feel so vulnerable in your life?
Oh, my God. I'm terrified of the world now. Terrified. I'll be driving my car. I'm like, you got to slow down, man.
Do you think of people different now that you have a kid?
100%. I'm way more, I'm way more like, I'm more scared of the world. I feel like I'm more loving now. I also, if I have friends who are shitty dads, I barely hang out with them anymore.
Yeah.
I hold resent against them. Because I'm like, that little dude needs you so bad, man.
Yeah. Now I feel the same way. Yeah. The thing is, like, I feel sad for people who don't make the transition. There's a transition to being a father that some people resist.
Yep. Where
it becomes a primary focus of your life. It becomes a big deal. But if you make that transition, the love that comes out of that and the change that it brings about in you and the benefits for your child, they're so substantial.
Oh, I mean, and it's so cliche. It's the best thing I've ever done. Straight up, man. I've had a cool fucking life. It is by far the best thing I've ever done. I want a squad. Because the love I get from that little dude, I'm like, 3 of you would be even cooler.
Yeah. Are you going to have more?
Yo, 100%.
Yeah, working on it now?
Yep, 100%.
Shooting live ones in
Trying, man. Trying. It's fucking, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if this thing's working, but whatever. You got a fucking tail. A tail.
Yeah, they say take zinc. Take zinc and magnesium.
Yeah, I'm taking all these weird pills.
Yeah.
Get that.
To get the loads.
Get that cum going.
You got to save your loads, too.
I know. Yeah,
save
you're not
your
supposed
loads
to jack
until
off.
the big day.
Yeah, I went to a fertility clinic, and they were all, when's the last time you jacked off? Like,
they
right in front of my girl. Yeah, I'm like, damn, bro.
You're like, I don't.
Damn, dude. I mean, I forget.
Never.
I forget.
don't even do it. I don't need to. Look at me, bro.
Dude, I had to go give them a sample.
Yeah.
Just see how my guys are
try
swimming.
To fill the cup.
Dude, well, first of all, it wasn't very professional at all. They're like, oh, just go down there.
Was your girl with you when you had to give them the sample?
Yeah, man.
Tell her to help you?
She was like busy talking to the guy in there. She was like talking to the doctor. He's like, he'll just take you to the back. I'm like, all right, yeah.
So you had to jerk off knowing your girl's in the other room?
Dude, so I walk into this room. It's this Mexican dude just like, hey, man, just go in there. Don't touch anything. Just fill up the thing.
Oh, my God.
And he goes, and oh, yeah, the porn's on here. And it's like an
fuck
old school
outta here.
TV, VCR, like old school. I'm like, dude, I don't need any of this. I have a fucking cell phone. Like, what the fuck? Ever heard of Pornhub, you fucking old dinosaur? Get the fuck out of here,
What,
man.
you got a
And he goes,
VHS tape
we have
for me?
he goes, we have magazines down there. I went,
Barf.
what are you, from the 70s?
What kind of
What are you,
bacteria is going to
Marty
be on
McFly?
those sheets of paper?
Oh, I know. Get the fuck out of here.
Other dudes' loads and lube.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah. Ugh. How sterile. I would have been
super shady.
I would have told my wife, "You're coming with me."
Dude, I felt like it was embarrassing too. Like I hand him the thing in a bag and he just looks at it, takes
Look
it
at your
out.
loads.
Oh, dude, I felt
Smells
sick.
it. What if you open it up and smell it? It's
Nah,
like,
you good, man.
eat a lot of asparagus, bro.
And then when you're walking back, just everyone knows that you're coming back. You just get done jacking off.
Yeah. You should walk up with your arms up in the air like you scored the winning touchdown. Yes.
Yeah. Enjoy that.
Fuck yes.
But what happened? This is my thing. And I went kind of down to Eddie Bravo conspiracy. I'm like, what if we're like, damn, your sperm's not good, dude. We're gonna need more
And
loads.
they take your sperm.
They take that. They're like, he's a
Make some babies.
big dude. We're gonna use his genetics.
Right.
And
Make
then they
some
sell
babies.
that shit black market. There's a bunch of little Browns running around.
You know what has happened many times, more than once, is these doctors at fertility clinics swap out other people's cum for their own, and they have a bunch of their own babies running around. Like these people have wanted specific genetics, and this one redheaded doctor just shooting loads of the cups, and then everybody's like, "Hey, why does my fucking kid have red hair?"
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Why is he all
doctor
redhead
got
and
arrested.
nerdy, man?
One doctor got arrested. I think he fathered like 100 children.
Oh my god.
Yeah, something
Bad
crazy. Crazy person.
Dude. Or awesome. Giving back to the world.
I think he's just a crazy person because I
Spread
think
a seed.
Yeah, he was running a sperm bank or a fertility clinic, one of those, and he just decided, nope, it's going to be all me, all my loads out there.
Dude, don't you think for like a retirement plan for these athletes?
Is this the dude?
Yeah,
What is that image?
that's him.
Oh,
Okay, looks like
there's
shit.
a bunch of these.
52 counts.
There's a bunch of these guys. There's not just one.
This
What?
was 1992.
92?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like
Dude, he
real
got
recent.
280 years in prison.
Oh yeah, shit.
He got prison for that?
280 years, son.
280 years for jerking off.
Who could be
Could be
sentenced.
sent. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, don't you think if you're a retired fighter, let's say, or athlete just in general, like Herschel Walker, someone would pay him $1 million for him to blow a load into a cup.
did you ever watch the HBO expose on Bikram from the Bikram Yoga?
Oh, yeah, he was fucking
When he was
weird,
here,
buddy.
he is. Indiana fertility doctor used his own sperm. This is 2016. Around 50 times, papers say.
Wow.
This is a recent guy. I think there's been a bunch of these guys throughout history. I think they should test every one of those guys. They should make sure that they're not doing that. Anybody running a fertility clinic, I think it's just like you get bored over and over again. Guys are jacking off in the cups, and you're like, you know what would make my day exciting? If I take out this load and put it in
British
my
man,
load.
600 children.
There you go.
Wow.
Fathered 600 children at own fertility clinic. Wow. Repeatedly using his own sperm at fertility clinic he ran.
That's some sketchy
See?
shit, man.
I'm telling you, this is a normal thing. Guys are gross.
Guys are gross.
Men are gross.
Have a woman run that thing.
Women who are anti-men, listen, I swear to God, we're not all like this, but I get it.
I get it, too.
I really do get it. I talked about it in my special.
There's some creeps.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it in this last special. I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
If I was a woman, I'd be a feminist. I
Yep.
get it.
Yep.
We're fucking gross. But not all of us.
Not all of us.
I would never jerk off into 600 cups and pretend it was someone else's loads.
That would never even cross my mind.
That's not me. But I know that there's guys like that out there. That does not surprise me in the slightest. But if he's some fucking fat, gross guy with a little tiny dick and some woman with this banging ass and little tiny waist and big old titties comes in and she's like, you know, we're just trying to get pregnant. We're really struggling, so we decided to go the sperm donor route. Like, yeah. We got a super athlete, and he's a genius. Another guy.
He's a
fertility
genius.
clinic. Doctor used his own sperm to father 11 kids. Look at this guy.
Check out
Old
that
ass.
wig he's wearing.
Look how old he is.
Dog. That wig
He's
was
got a broom on his head.
awful. Jesus.
Is that might actually be his real hair? He might just be,
Fuck no.
Let me see another image.
That's the worst wig I've ever seen.
Let me see that. No, that's his hair, man.
Nah, I don't think
Hold on.
so,
Back
bro.
it up. Back it
That's
up.
a
Back it
lot
up.
of hair.
Back it up. Pause. Go full screen.
No, you can get
That's
wigs
his hair,
like that.
bro.
I don't think so, dude.
No, that's his hair.
That
Look, you can
is
see his
a
scalp.
wig. You can get wigs like that, dude.
Bro, that's his hair. You
No
crazy. He's just got
fucking way.
whack hair. Why would you get a wig and get it all gray and fucked up
Because
like
you're
that?
90.
Well, if you're 90, like, why do you want a wig? Wouldn't you just want your head to be free?
He's trying
like
to fuck
this?
bitches, bro. He obviously has a problem.
I see dudes with fucked up hair, and I just want to go up to him and go, listen to me, man. There's so much freedom in shaving your head.
Let
Just
it go.
Look at me. I've
I
never
know.
been happier.
Really?
Shave your head.
It's easy for you.
If I had hair, I'd shave it. If I had hair, I'd
No,
shave
if you had
it.
the set of hair like you did in your 20s,
Yes, I'd
you would
fucking
not
shave it.
Bro, come on.
100%. I would absolutely get a crew cut. I'd get it buzzed down to
You'd have it shaved
little
head?
nubs. Yeah.
You had some nice hair, man. There's
it's-
some good pics.
Barely. It's an illusion. My hair was going quick. Yeah,
Was it?
I've always had thin hair. Fine. It's
Yeah.
very fine. They're not thick hairs, but I swear, even if I shaved my head, the first time I shaved my head back when I was fighting, I was like, so stupid. I didn't want anybody to grab my hair. That was my thought. If you shave your head, someone can't grab your hair.
Yeah.
So stupid. But I was like 17 or 18. But I remember thinking, like, God, this is so freeing.
It is nice.
Like, yeah, you don't think about it. You just wash and then go.
Go.
There's no nothing. But you got a stylish coif. You got a little shave on the
Well,
side.
when I was fighting, I didn't. When I was
Right.
fighting, I shaved because I remember I was getting ready for a jiu-jitsu tournament, and I was fixing my hair in the mirror, and I was like, what the fuck, man?
Right.
How's this going to help? Then I shaved it the next night.
That's a good move.
And I did that for my entire career until I retired, and I'm like, it's time to get my sexy on.
Ooh.
I grew this shit out.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't be having it. You don't want to have cauliflower ears and a shaved head. Like, Bravo's not hiring that guy.
Maybe
Like, bro,
they will.
relax.
So Bravo hired you, and are you liking it over there?
I do like it.
What is that like working for Bravo?
I know. I thought you were gonna make fun of me so Jerry O'Connell, who's on the show with me, he saw one of my sets, came in the back, and you and Brian were back, and I was like, oh, I'm about to get roasted by Rogan and fucking Callen. And you guys are so nice about it.
Why would I make fun of it? So I thought it's a good gig.
It's a great gig.
Perfect for your personality. Just make fun of shit.
Yeah. Originally, I didn't think it was a good gig. The guy who does, or one of the producers who does Below the Belt on Showtime, Michael Davies at MC Row, I was talking with him, and he goes, we're doing this Bravo show with Andy Cohen. And he goes, you watch Bravo? I go, all the time. He goes, no, you don't. I go, literally all the time. Give me a question, name a show. And he's like, you really do? He goes, dude, we're putting the show together. You should audition for it. And I was like, I felt weird about it. I talked to my agent. I'm like, I don't know if that's for me, man. And he goes, just audition, see what happens. But then I went in there and did a chemistry test with Jerry O'Connell, and he's hilarious.
Oh, Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry
yeah,
O'Connell.
That's right. He came backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't put the two together.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that he was backstage because he was doing that thing with
Yeah,
you.
Jerry's
He's
one
a
of the,
very nice guy.
He's nice, and he's funny as hell. And I thought, all right, this won't be too bad. Like, I know my Real Housewives, but I was like,
How many of those shows do you watch?
I watch Real Housewives of Orange County, Married to Medicine, Atlanta, New York, Below Deck.
My wife, she's been DVR and Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah.
And it was on the, how when you turn on the TV, it's already recording, so
Yeah.
it's playing. So I sat there, and as the show was on, my jaw got more and more slack, like this. Like
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
my eyelids got heavy, and I just got.
And all of a sudden, you had a fake ass.
It droned me in.
Yeah,
it made me dumber
it'd get
and
you in.
dumber.
You had to get you
My
in.
brain started drying out.
He's like,
I
no,
changed it quickly.
no,
quickly.
I gotta run.
I had to put on Neil deGrasse Tyson's show.
I
Quick,
gotta run.
Quick. Put on Cosmos.
I think I like it for me because, fighting, what I do when I cover fighting, when I was fighting, it's so serious, man.
Right.
That's how I got into that stuff.
Right.
I was like, dude, I just got done sparring Shane Carwin. Let me go home and eat a bag of Twizzlers and watch Real Housewives of Orange
Watch
County.
some silliness.
And then it freaking, here we are.
Sometimes it's fun when those bitches go off on each other. They're so mean. And the thing is, like, when you get them on camera, and then they know they're on camera, so they try to be extra mean on camera.
Oh, dude. Yeah, they know exactly what
Hey,
they're
I'm
doing.
just keeping it real.
I'm just being real, bitch. Like,
You're
God
being real.
damn,
You're being real cunty.
I know. It's cool with seeing Jerry O'Connell, who's been in the industry forever, but then Andy Cohen, who's a producer on it, and then we had Kelly Ripa on the show. You're just around these entertainment monsters. I like to see the way they work, and they're there for a reason. Like, you see Kelly Ripa and how fast she is, and how just professional she is. She's like, she's a monster. Or Andy Cohen, who puts all this together. Like, he's a monster.
Is she still doing that show with Michael Strahan?
She does it now with Ryan Seacrest.
The same show?
Same show. It's called Kelly and Ryan.
So
now.
Strahan retired?
He went to Good Morning America.
Oh, okay.
And there was like a little bit of beef. I don't know exactly what happened.
With her and him?
Yeah. She was like, can't believe you're leaving. And there's some weird beef, I guess.
I wonder if he gave her the beef.
I don't think so. He might have, though. I bet he has a
Big
tomahawk.
fella.
Yeah. Big old fella. Great football player, too.
Seems like a real friendly guy.
A little too friendly, ass me. A little too good on the mic.
Very charismatic.
Dude, he's
And
amazing.
made no attempt to fix that gap in his teeth.
Zero.
Kind of like that.
Me too.
I saw him at running one time. He's zoomed up it. He's
Oh,
fast.
he's a freak.
Fast as shit.
Yeah,
He's a
one of the
super
greatest
athlete.
players of all time.
So fast up it.
Yeah, he's a super athlete.
I mean, still.
You know what's amazing that a guy that's been playing that much football has knees? Like, how's his knee still work?
I agree. It's very strange.
What's going on there? I'd like to get an MRI.
Maybe he got injected with some freaking stem cells and all that.
Maybe.
Some new knees.
Mm-hmm. Dude, they fixed me the fuck up, man.
And I still need to do it. I keep saying I'm going to do it.
My fucking right shoulder was so jacked, and now it's like I don't have a problem with it at all. There's nothing wrong with it.
Your whole body feels better?
Well, they do it intravenously, and when they do it intravenously, it like takes care of little things,
Yeah.
and it takes care of things over a course of like a few months, like over 1 and 2. And by the way, what I had done here in America is nothing in compared to what Dr. Neil Reardon is doing down in Panama.
Yeah.
What TJ Dillashaw went down there, and that's why TJ thanked him when he beat Cody and he won the title,
Yeah.
or defended the title against
Yeah.
Cody, and that's why Mel Gibson was on talking, with Neil Reardon.
Yeah, everyone swears by it.
Dude, Mel Gibson's dad was 92 on death's door, couldn't walk. Now he's 100 and walking around.
God damn.
Yeah. They go there every few months. Every few months get jolted.
But what you do is it's not
Similar.
as good, but it's similar.
Yeah, well, they do it in America. It's not as extreme, and they're doing tests on it. They're called exosomes.
Yeah.
And what they used to think it was stem cells that were doing all the regenerative work, but now they think that stem cells are releasing exosomes. So now they just take exosomes and they put exosomes with platelet-rich plasma, and they inject them directly into injuries, and they're having tremendous results. Tremendous results. Dude, I had a fucking full-length rotator
I remember
cuff
you had a
tear.
huge problem.
It's gone.
I need it for my neck.
My
I need it for my
rotator
neck.
cuff tear is gone.
I know.
It doesn't exist anymore. I got a new MRI. There's no more tear. That's fucking
ridiculous.
magic. That's some magic
Most people
shit.
would have to have surgery.
Yes, I was gonna. I was trying to put it off. That's what I was trying to do. I was like, eventually I'm gonna have to have surgery. Now I'm like, I don't need surgery.
I just need it for my neck.
What's going on with your neck?
It got injured when during the Travis Brown camp, and then in my last fight, which is 4 years ago, which is a crazy thing about 4 years ago, when I went to go take down Travis, all his weight, he sprawled and landed on my neck. And if you look at tape, my neck folds like this with his hips on top of me. I shared this in my neck, and ever since then, it's been fucking just not great.
Did you ever get an MRI?
I got one a while ago, and there's one of the, what do you call them? One of the things are dead.
One of your discs?
Yeah, one of our discs is like black.
Black.
Yeah, I guess one of the discs, there's an issue with one of the discs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Black.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I don't know.
They don't know what that means?
They did. This is a while ago. I should do it again. That was right after the fight. I should do it again.
After the podcast, we'll talk, because I'll send you to my doctor. I just sent Kenny Florian down there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use it.
Yeah, they're doing, one of the things they do for discs, they do stem cells as well, but they also do something called regenikine. That's the thing that Kobe Bryant and
Yep.
Peyton Manning, they were going to Germany to get done, and now they do it in America. They've been doing it in America for quite a while now. That's what fixed my neck. When I had bulging discs in my neck and my hand was going numb, regenikine fixed me.
Yeah, I need to do something. I just need to I just got to make it a priority.
Yeah.
I've been so busy. I haven't been able to stop. And
It's nice, though.
Yeah,
Look at you out there hustling.
hustling.
Little birdie told me you got a Showtime special coming out.
Got a comedy special coming out in January.
Oh, shit. Are you going
know,
to film
son.
it in January, or it's going to come out in January?
Film it in January.
Where are you filming it?
The Spreckle Theater in San Diego.
Oh, shit. What day?
Big
What's
Boy
the day?
Arena. I think it's on the 27th.
How many shows are you filming?
2.
Nice. That's good.
I know 4's ideal.
4's
but we're
ideal,
doing
but
2.
2's good.
Yep, it's that Saturday. It's the 20, or no, that's the 26th.
26th?
You in town?
I am now.
Yes.
Shop special. AUB special. Bam, son.
Big boy moves.
Yeah, all right. Let me write San Diego there. Okay, location, San Diego. Yeah, big boy moves, man. Do you feel weird about filming something? You feel pumped about that?
Super pumped about it. Super pumped about it. Super excited about it. I know the product, the quality's gonna be great. I guess for me, it's more of like I told you, you're the first person I told. But I wouldn't go to the comedy store and like be like, oh, what's up, dude, doing a comedy, like I feel weird around other comics because I feel like they're gonna judge me like, what the fuck, you're doing
Can't
a comedy
listen to
special?
them.
It's not that I listen to them, I just don't. I feel like that, like if maybe there's comics who've been doing it for 10 years and they have no big time special, or it's like I don't want them to hold resentment toward. Not that I can deal with any of that, but that's why I don't share it with everyone.
Well, I tell comics the difference between you and them is that you have a professional athlete's work ethic.
Yeah.
And comics have very little work ethic.
Yeah.
They're lazy as fuck. That's the number one problem. If you say, what's the number one problem with comics? Jerking off in front of women. Number two, lazy.
And I'd say number 3, just self-sabotage. Like a lot of comics I see doing the same material over and over. I'm like, well, listen, me getting a special on Showtime doesn't take anything away from you. It's a level playing field. They give out a ton. Just because Chris D'Elia got a special on Netflix doesn't mean they took it away from you.
Right.
There's room for everybody.
There's, yeah.
Either you're just not funny or you're not putting in the work. I have nothing to do with it.
Or, guys don't like to edit either. That's another problem. They don't like to chop their things down and boil them and make them better. They have a bit. They say it a certain way, and they like to say it that way forever. Can't do that.
No.
Comedy is a living thing. It's like a living art form. It's constantly changing and evolving. Like, I had a friend come to see me, and then they came to see me 4 months. They were like, dude, that fucking bit is totally different. I'm like, yeah, you got to tweak it.
Yep.
Got to always be tweaking.
I think the only way for me to tweak is doing it on stage. I write it out different, but I only find it on stage.
100%.
So I have to do those full weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That's where it's at.
Two, and just roll.
Yeah. I find that even with theaters, when I'm doing 2 theaters a night, I get more done than just one. Like one of the things about these big places, you're just doing one show.
Yeah.
You're really better off. Like one of the things I'm looking forward to is somewhere around December, I'm going to start booking clubs. And I'm going to, I'll do like Oxnard. I'll do like Levity Live in Oxnard. I'll do like the Comedy Works in Denver.
Cobb's.
I'll do some, maybe even the Punchline in San Francisco, even smaller.
Or Sacramento, you mean?
San Francisco too.
Is there a Punchline?
Isn't there?
Punchline.
Yeah.
I'm doing Punchline in Sacramento in November.
That's great too.
Or December.
That's a great little gig, but it's near a lot of cracked out people.
I've been there before, man.
That parking lot's scary.
I stay far away. Drive on in.
Yeah, that parking lot's scary.
Yeah, it gets a little sketchy there.
Yeah, Red Band almost got killed
Jesus
walking back to the
Christ.
hotel.
Jesus Christ. No, I don't stay at the normal.
Yeah, the parking lot's sketchy, but the club's awesome.
So you can start doing much more clubs.
That's the deal. You do, you have to have those 4-set weekends, 5-set weekends where you just, like you'll have a bit that you come in on Thursday, and then by the time Saturday rolls around, that bit's alive. It's cracking.
Yep.
But it's also one of the great things about being able to work so much in LA. Like Thursday night, I did 4 sets. Tuesday night, I did 3 sets. No, I did 3 at the store and 1 at the Improv.
Jesus.
Yeah. I did 2 main room shows. I had my show in the main room. I did Skylar Stone's show in the main room. And then I did the OR. And then before that, I did a show at the Improv.
I like the Improv.
Improv's not bad, man. Now that they pushed that fucking piano to the side.
Out of the way, yeah.
Jesus, that piano was stupid. Like, how many people use that fucking piano that you're blocking half the stage?
Just Brian Callen.
Does he use it?
He'd get on there and act like he's playing the piano. It was hilarious. But not anymore, Brian. They got rid of it.
Sorry, Brian.
Sorry, B.
Yeah. I mean, who would use it?
Chris Robinson.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Just an old school thing to do.
Well, yeah, I think it's like a witty thing to have around. Like, how many people who have a piano in their house actually play the piano?
Oh, what a dick move.
Have a piano in your house? God. Especially if you have the back part open.
Oh, I know. Like you're Mozart or some shit. Like you're going to fucking run a whole
dun, dun, dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun.
I wish I could play the piano, I'll be honest with you.
I'd have people over and play it.
Would you interrupt the Super Bowl?
Fuck
Press
yeah.
pause?
Like we're going to take a moment and I'm going to fucking
I will now play
this.
a concerto.
Everyone put your pizza down.
Yeah, we're going to drink white wine, and I'm going to play the piano.
Just the biggest dick move ever.
Do you ever think you get to the point where you're so pretentious you're willing to go to a musical?
A musical?
Or the opera?
I'll go to some musicals, bro.
Will ya?
I went to Hamilton by myself in New York like a psycho.
Why'd you do
and
that?
I left early.
Why'd you do that?
I like plays and theater.
I went to see Annie at the Hollywood Bowl.
Was it good?
No.
You took your kids?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't good.
You don't like that stuff, though.
Nope.
See, I like that stuff.
I was thinking about all sorts of other things.
For
I was
sure.
going over my act
In
while
your
it was
head?
happening. I couldn't enjoy it. I was so bored. I know the story. That's part of the problem.
That's a big
It's like
problem.
going to see King Kong. Hey, guess what? King Kong dies at the end, you fuck.
Spider-Man 2. I'm over it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we know the story, yeah.
Spider-Man's going to live.
Yeah.
He's going to become Spider-Man. I mean, maybe there's some possible twists and turns if they're going to redo it. But at the end of the day, King Kong dies.
True.
And Annie, they didn't change a goddamn word.
Were your kids loving it? Or they were like, nah, that's
No,
some
they were a
bullshit?
little bored too.
See, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a fun one. Well, this might be too much. I don't. How old are your kids?
8 and 10, the little
They have
ones.
Nightmare Before Christmas live there, where
we've seen
Danny
that.
Elfman comes.
Yeah,
that
we've
shit's
done that.
dope.
That was good
I
because
went last year as a grown man.
they also play. They have music, but they also play the movie.
But they have the actual characters.
Yes.
Like the lady from Home Alone, the mom.
Yes.
She's the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
Danny Elfman has that big dick energy.
Does he?
He just rolls up there like he don't give a
Scientology.
fuck.
He's
He's
got
just
that
like,
Scientology
Is it
energy.
Scientology?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's got
man.
that Tom Cruise energy.
Wow, bro. That
Listen,
weird, that
it
weird
works.
energy. It does work.
Spaceship energy, bro.
That's spaceship energy.
seems to
Spaceship
work.
energy. That's a new one, bro.
Doesn't seem to bother them.
That's hilarious. That's a good show, though. But I went to Hamilton. I had no idea. I was there for a night. I was shooting that Bravo show. I'm all by myself. Went and got a nice proper meal.
Oh, so you did this recently?
It's like 3 weeks ago, dude.
So you got a proper meal by yourself?
All by myself. Got the
At a
prime
restaurant?
rib. Just ordered the prime rib. Very keto. Ate by myself. Expensive little meal. I'm like, whatever. See ya. Went online. Bought not a cheap ticket to Hamilton. Sat there. Was like, oh, this is cool. Sat
So you
next
just
to-
decided to do this because you're on Bravo? Let me do some other gay things? Is that what
Nah,
it was?
man. Just trying to live, bro. Trying to embrace the New York vibe. Broadway. Live.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's been talking about Hamilton forever.
Are they really? Who are you talking to?
It's the talk of the town.
This is the first time anybody in front of me has ever talked about it. Literally.
Maybe in my circles, bro.
I just feel like
It was a big deal. So I get there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, this is going to be cool. And they rap the entire time. And so an hour and a half goes by. I'm like, oh, that was fun. And we go to get up. I'm like, well, that was good. And the guy's like, that's intermission. There's another hour and a half. I went, no fucking way. So I thought, you know what, let's not waste money. I don't want to disrespect the talent. Let's just sit down. So I sat down, started to get back up. This fat dude started to sing. I went, you know what, I'm fucking out of here. And I walked out. And as I'm leaving, the guy working goes, he knew me. He goes, Schaub, who leaves early? Who leaves Hamilton early? I went, I do. And just fucking got out. I was like, dude, I can't do it, man.
when I was 18 years old, I was dating this girl, and she took me to see Cats.
That's an old school one, yeah. It's not your thing.
It was a murderous assault on my attention span.
They're tough.
They're crawling around like I'm a cat. La, 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 la. It is the worst piece of shit.
Nick
I
Kroll.
couldn't believe how bad it
Nick
was.
Kroll had a great thing. He goes, can we stop pretending you're in the fucking, it's the Thomas Jefferson Day? He goes, what the fuck is this? Why are you guys acting like you're in the middle of a fucking war zone? You're on a fucking stage. I was laughing so hard because that's his background.
Cats?
No.
Was in a war zone or Hamilton?
No, Hamilton, all these.
Look at this. Look how bad this is. Rawr, I'm a cat.
Dude,
Oh, I'm
she must have
flipping.
been the hottest girl ever to get you to go to this thing.
She was hot.
I'd put up
She
with
was a
some
freak.
shit, yeah.
Well, I
I'll
mean,
go
she
see
was
Cats and a
18
dick
too.
suck.
We were both 18, and we were both like, maybe this is what adults do.
Yeah.
Let's go do this. Let's go pretend to be adults.
And then you were bored. Was she bored or was she all into it?
She was just like, sorry. I thought it was going to be good.
My bad.
I mean, she had never been before. It was one of those things, you know. You hear like, we're going on a date. Let's go to a musical. Okay, yeah, let's go see Cats.
See, I've never been. I won't ride it out. I won't be like, oh, let's just get through this. Even if a movie, if it's boring, I'm out, man. I'm see ya,
Good for you.
see ya,
You
man.
got to be able to do that.
Gotta just pull the trigger. I'm like, this sucks. Right?
Otherwise, it's
Outta here.
torturing you.
The worst.
Yeah.
The absolute worst.
When was the
man.
last time you saw a good movie? What's the last good movie you've seen?
God, with the kiddo, it's tough to go to the movies.
You gonna
I
see
watch-
Little Feet? You gonna take your kid to see
Fuck
Little
yeah.
Feet this week?
Have you seen it?
No,
I want to
bet
see
it's
it.
good.
Hell yeah, LeBron James is in it.
That's a lot of people say that's the first time they knew that he was going to go to the Lakers
For sure.
when he's
Start
in Little
doing
Feet.
movies.
They're
Yeah.
like, oh, he's doing
Dude,
fucking
he's out.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
He's going Hollywood.
I've been watching a bunch of shows on like Netflix. Like, have you seen Sinner with Jessica Biel?
No.
That
I heard
shit's
it's amazing.
Really good. She
Isn't
should
that-
have won the goddamn Emmy.
What is that, an encore show or something? Like,
It was,
what
no,
is that
it was
What
on
network
USA.
on?
It was on USA, and they brought it over to Netflix.
Oh,
that
now
shit,
it's on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on
Straight
Netflix,
up?
and it is straight up. It's intense. The first episode, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's damn good. I haven't
Okay.
seen a good movie in a long time, man.
You watch Ozark?
No, I watched the first one, couldn't get into it. People, I know, I know. People need to.
What?
I know.
What? What?
I know, bro.
What?
People love it. They're on season 2, right?
I'm on season 2, episode 9.
And you love it?
Ooh, it's a
Dude, if
goddamn
I get
good
a show I like, I will just fucking power through that thing.
It's a good show, man. I'm telling you, give it a
I'm on
chance.
it. Yeah, I got to get on it.
It keeps getting
You're
better,
the second
too.
person who told me now.
It's fucking good. What about Strange Times or Stranger Things? Oh,
yeah,
that's my
Stranger
special.
Things. Strange Times.
Stranger
yeah.
Things. Have you seen that?
Yeah, you've
Like
seen
that?
that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's amazing.
They're doing season 3 now.
This is the best time ever to be a lazy fuck and just sit in front of the TV. There's
For
more
sure.
content, and it's not like the content's going away. That's what's really crazy.
Dude, I laugh at shows like I'll watch Good Morning America or something in the morning ESPN. When commercials hit, I laugh. I'm like, you silly fucks.
Yeah,
Let's
I
change
know.
channel.
What is
I'm like, what are you
this?
doing? I'm just gonna go to something else. I'm not
It's
dealing
like-
with this.
it's
What
like
are you, from
AM
the 80s?
radio.
I know, it's so old school.
Commercials. Yeah, interrupting them. I get mad when people do commercials in the middle of podcasts. Do you do commercials in the middle of your podcast?
No, we do. I do them all up front.
That's right.
I do them all up front.
That's how you do it.
I mean, obviously, I learned from you. Yeah.
Fuck all that interrupting. I think people get upset and they'd rather not buy. I think if people were inclined, they're like, you know what, Schaub, I'll try the Squarespace shit out because you advertise it in front of your podcast.
And didn't
You
fuck
don't
up the
interrupt.
flow.
Yeah.
We've had some. We've had some that ask for mid-roll, but it's very rare. Usually, it's all up. Everything's up front.
yeah.
everything's
It's the
up
way
front.
to do it, man.
Everything, even with FM radio, like I'd go into certain cities, and I just had this conversation with my agent. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing press anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not doing press because also it's a different animal for me because these big sport FM radio stations bring me on. Conor McGregor, Khabib, break it down. I'm like, I got my own show, bitch. It's turning to Showtime. Like,
Yeah.
it's turning to Below the Belt, my podcast. Listen to that. Me breaking down Conor Khabib's not selling any comedy tickets.
Right.
If you want to talk about comedy, you want to talk about just life, I'm down. You want me to break down the fucking Broncos game or Khabib Conor? It's not happening, man.
Well, there's also a problem with if you're lucky, your personality goes well with them.
Yes.
But I've had many during my days of doing the road and doing radio. I've had many times where I just did not vibe with the person who was the DJ, and it
Not
became
at all.
a real issue.
Yeah, and then you come off as a dick. Like some things
can.
I'd be like, I don't want to talk about that. Like, you want to talk about? No, I don't want to talk about an ex-girlfriend. Do you want to talk about an ex-girlfriend? Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing, man?
Yeah, like what are you doing? Like you just try to make things controversial because you're not interesting.
Yeah, or
They
when
want
I
to make you uncomfortable.
oh, dude, or you and Dana White. What's the deal there? I'm like, no deal. What do you mean? What do you want? How am I going to make this and sell comedy tickets?
Right.
How's that going to work, dude?
Well, it's just they're not that good.
No, there's a
just
reason why they're
lot
on
of
radio.
There's a lot of people out there doing it that are just not that good at it. I
There's
used to
some
think
who are
that
great.
when I was doing it. When I was doing radio, I'd be like, "You're just not an interesting person."
No.
You're like noise in between people that are talking that are interesting that you're interviewing in between music.
Yep.
And you have a giant ego.
Yep, huge. They have the biggest egos. I
Yeah.
felt, and also it's so old school to move tickets. It's just
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, you know what's more old school and more gross? Those morning TV shows. Good morning, Dallas. Hi, we're here with Brendan Schaub from the UFO.
Dude,
And
I did
he's
one
here
in
to talk about knuckle fighting or something. What do you do?
Dude, I did one in Spokane, and it was the last. Literally, I was like, "Oh, I'm out. There's no more. I'm never doing this again. There's no more." Here we are with Brendan Schaub. Brendan, UFC, NFL, comedy. Where do you stop? Real quick. How about the weather? And had me read and I went, "What?" And they go, You want to take the weather from here?" I went, I literally on
Take
it.
the
I'm
weather?
like, "You want me to read your weather
You should
report?"
stick your butt out like that one Mexican chick with the giant ass. Have you ever seen her?
Oh, in the Mex. Oh, dude,
Oh, she makes me sweat.
I would read her weather.
Is she Mexican or South American? I forget. This is
She's
one.
Mexican.
Oh my
Oh, dude,
Jesus.
she is.
Oh my God.
See, that's different.
You
I
should
would do
look
that
at
radio
her
station
before you jerk off into a cup. Here she is. Look at her. Oh my God. Look at she's wearing almost nothing. Look at the
Dude.
booty. Look at that booty. They can't help but stare at Garcia. What is her name?
Yanette
Mexican.
Garcia.
Yanette
Yanette
Garcia. Break the
Yanette.
internet. Oh my God. Her body's off the charts.
Dude.
Temperatura.
They're doing it fucking right, aren't they?
Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, I mean, who gives a fuck if she knows anything? Who knows? She got
1.3 million
Probably
for
more
just
than
having
that
a
now on
blowout
Instagram.
ass.
That is a blowout ass too, and perfect
Christ.
body. Look at her. Oh, look at her in her underwear. Oh my god, look at that
Dude,
butt.
she is gorgeous.
She's pretty goddamn hot. See, now that makes sense. What you should do is go out there and get down your underwear and stick your ass out.
I need to do some shows in Mexico, it sounds like, and do some press. Remember I said no press? Correct. Unless
I'm
I'm
here
in
to do
Mexico.
the Mexican weather.
And I'm just here to do the weather.
Only here to talk about clouds coming in.
She just broke up with a pro gamer, Call of Duty gamer.
Oh, so
What?
she's single, huh?
She was dating a nerd? That's amazing.
Rich nerds, though.
Nerds are coming up.
Rich nerd.
Those Call of Duty nerds are coming up.
Those video
Pro
gamers.
I just heard about her recently for some reason, and that's what it was.
Pro gamers might as well be golfers now, right?
Right, dudes get paid.
Oh,
Yeah, right? They might as well be golfers in terms of money.
Them and YouTubers. Like,
Yeah.
right? Like, just straight YouTubers, a lot of them, stupid money. Paid, son. And no major network, nothing.
Nothing.
If you ask freaking Logan Paul, come on, Good Morning America, he's like,
Suck it.
what the
He
fuck?
dumped her to work on Call of Duty.
He what?
Dumped her to work on his Call of Duty.
Let me
game.
see this kid.
She
Let me see
probably
what we're
wanted
dealing
too
with
much dick. Oh, he's a handsome fella. Handsome
not
old Mexican
bad.
fella.
Here. He might have
Look
something
at
else
that
in the works.
blowout booty. Yeah, like other dick. How does he pass up on her? Why don't you just let her ride it while you playing the game?
Dude, maybe she's terrible in bed though, and he's like,
that's
fuck
not even
this noise.
physically possible.
You know what? You're right.
could
When
teach
you're
her.
right, you're right. That's
It's
like saying
not-
there's a bad Porsche to drive. It's
Yeah.
just no. They're
No,
all
no.
great.
You can fix it up. There we go.
Whoa!
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the two of them together? Yeah. And he broke up with her.
Dude,
I'm confused.
is he into cock?
He must. There must be something wrong with his brain. Look at him. He's jacked though.
Dude,
Like how he's
he works
flexing while
out.
he's
Me
playing.
too. He's probably nasty on
Look
that
at
them
her
sticks.
though. Good googly moogly.
Dude, I
Scroll
would give
down
it
lower.
all
Look
up.
at that. Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord, the body on that lady. Woo-hoo.
Damn, he dumped her. It's
Mm.
like, move on, bitch.
Listen, man, those guys are coming up.
Breaking news. I'm out.
Pro gamers coming up in this world.
Dude, apparently.
It's a different life.
Drop some breaking news on
Yeah,
her
I
ass.
just got tired of that one. Just like
There's someone out there tired of
lot
fucking
more out
Beyonce.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what
His
I
name's
hear.
Jay-Z.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, but there's, people get sick of it. People get sick of it.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Any other fights to talk about? We done? I think we're done.
I think we're done, brother. We covered it all.
When is the fucking next fight companion? Let's figure that out, Jamie. Pull up
Let's
the,
figure it out,
the
man.
schedule.
Man, I'm on the road damn near every weekend, but let's figure it out.
What do we got, Jamie? Bum, 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 bum.
27th, the 10th, maybe.
Wait a minute. October 27th might be a possibility.
Frankie Edgar, Korean Zombie on November 10th.
Hold on. October 27th, Volkan Ozdemir versus Johnson. Right? Click on that.
Anthony Smith.
Anthony Smith, rather. I was going to say Anthony
That is
Johnson.
you said that's the 27th?
Yeah.
I'm in Phoenix with your
You
boy Ari and Big J doing a show
son
with Theo and Brian.
Of a bitch. That
Give me-
sounds like better.
I
That sounds
know.
like more fun.
You should come with us.
Wish I
The
could.
10th, 17th.
Wait a minute. What is the Denver one? The Denver one is Cowboy versus Mike Perry, too.
Oh, that's a motherfucking fight.
That's November 10th? What are you doing there?
Let me see, November 10th. Oh, I'm in town. I'm in town.
Ah!
I'm in town.
That's it. Fight Companion. I'm putting it in right now.
Yes.
Fight Companion.
I'm putting it in my calendar, too.
That's a scary one for Cowboy.
That's a fun fight for everybody
this
involved,
card.
though.
Benavidez versus Ray Borg's on that card. Cowboy Mike Perry. Korean Zombie versus Frankie Edgar.
First team all dime pieces in Yoder versus Cooper.
Oh, look at this. Raquel Pennington returns against Jermaine Durandamy. She's like, yeah, fuck all that 145-pound title.
She said, fuck your
I'd
title.
rather
and
fight
get
on the
out here.
undercard. What is the dime piece one?
Yoder versus Cooper. Now, the UFC pictures aren't flattering, but if you look at their Instagram.
Did you see
Damn, 5-4
Mackenzie
versus
Dern
4-4.
made a video for Joey Diaz saying she's going to kick his ass after all the
She
things
was
he said
joking,
about
though?
smelling her ass.
Was
on
she
her-
joking, though?
Yes, she was
okay, yeah.
laughing.
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dariush on that card, too. That's a good card, man. Fight Companion, Denver, November
Fight
10th.
Companion Denver. It's in.
That'll
We're
be fun,
locked
man.
up. All right. That's it. All right. tfatk.com.
I'm at Salt Lake City. That is October 10th through the 12th. And after that, I'm in San Francisco, Cobb's. After that, Sacramento.
Woo!
Boom. tfatk.com.
tfatk.com.
Thanks,
All right.
brother.
Thanks, brother. Bye, everybody. Oh, we'll be right back with Rhonda Patrick.